by, the last we left off, our party laid an ambush, set a trap for a troll that was arriving home with some freshly killed deer. Dinner for the troll. They attacked it and basically mutilated it in like a round in one turn or something like that. Laid it to waste. So they decided to set up camp nearby, away from the terrible smell of the lair, and got a full night's rest. Enjoyed some fresh killed venison. Enjoyed that. And you guys, I'm gonna say we're just gonna kind of go to morning. Like, you guys could set up watches, but nothing's gonna happen during the evening. And you guys are awake upon a new day here within the Misty Vale. So what would you guys like to do? I think you guys were headed north. Are you guys going to continue on that trend, or did you guys want to have some conversation to talk about it some more, or continue with that path?
I think Geyer's goal is to get us to Fort Malice and the Golden Apple Tree.
And you guys were going to swing by that spire that you saw before. I thought that's what, on the way, that's what you guys were planning to do.
Yeah, Tanuma wanted to stop there, so.
All right. So, looking at this, honestly, you probably only got like another day's worth, maybe a little bit over a day's worth of travel to get to where you saw that spire originally. I do need, because we got a little bit of time before you get to the Oracle Cave, which this part of the Iron Forest you wouldn't have traversed, so I do need a roll from Tanuma, a bushcraft roll, for her ability to kind of guide you guys through the wilderness here and make sure that you guys keep your bearings.
Alrighty, I'm guessing our friend Geyer is driving the cart?
Yep.
Also? Alright. I believe that's a success.
That's a success.
I think what's my bushcraft? I forget. It's
I think
11,
you're 9.
so that is a success.
Yeah.
I'm 11 now.
11 now.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I've been working on it.
through the wilderness. Yeah, you don't really have a problem guiding everybody through the wilderness. It does get tough at times because there aren't really many roads here, so you kind of have to shift your direction to make sure that the wagon has enough space to be able to get through the wilderness here, especially going through the forest. The Iron Forest can get dense at times, so it's kind of hard to navigate, but you're able to find those spaces and lead the party on. Do any of you have anything you wanted to discuss while you're on the road? This is an opportunity for you guys to do a little bit about like role playing if your parties have anything, party members have anything to discuss, or if not, we can continue on until something happens.
Belthus would probably pull Tanuma aside at one point.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm guessing that would be if I'm driving the cart, I'd get off of it, or are you getting in it? I'm being nitpicky about this.
You don't necessarily have to be on the cart to numeral to kind of like lead the party. And you can like if Belthus wanted to talk to you also, like you could just tell like Geyer just like keep on going that direction and
Okay.
you know.
Lady Seer.
Yes, Belthus?
I wanted to express my gratitude to you.
For what?
Well, you've saved my life multiple times now in the past few days. From the maw of that creature and from plummeting to my death. I thought I owed you my thanks for that.
Well, of course, I'm not going to let you get eaten and fall and killed.
Same. I mean, I pride myself in my ability to protect others, so it's it certainly makes me happy that I'm protected here as well. I think traveling with this group in general has been very, very good for me. And you were the first.
Yeah, I don't think I would have made it too far without you standing in the way of quite a few sword blows.
I may not have made it too far either without, all of you to give me something to keep me busy, so to speak. And, thanks to you, I did meet Sir Wolfkin and Lady Halfling and Sir Mallard, and I wanted to kind of give you a token of my gratitude.
Oh.
And at this point, I will pull out the what I've been working on, this suit of leather armor.
Oh, shinies.
It's a little experiment I've been working on. I intend to make suits for everyone. I think that I can improve upon the sort of amateur, armor that we've picked up in towns and in dungeons. I have a good eye for this kind of thing, but I wanted to give this to you so that, I can be there to protect you even when I'm not.
Oh, thank you, Balthus. This is beautiful. Definitely, I think an upgrade from this regular leather.
Yeah, there's no metal in it. Made completely of, skin and sinew and bones, so it shouldn't interfere with your formidable abilities.
This will be great. Thank you so much.
It's nothing.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I have a question to ask to Numeral. I know to Numeral is her forte is wearing a lot of black. What does she feel about the white look? I mean, is it too far on the other end of the spectrum, or is Numeral okay with it?
Striking. Striking. I feel like it matches with like my pale skin, the black hair.
There you go.
The contrast. Going for a little bit of what's her face? Yennefer was always in black and white, right?
Awesome.
Awesome. So what are the benefits of this compared to my regular leather armor?
Well, it's a bit more protective. See, I've configured it so that when, basically it's got better support here and there than a typical suit of armor you'd find. Part of it is the hide of this fearsome beast, and then also just the structure of it. I have a good sense of where hits will land. It's kind of my thing.
And also out of character, like what is it? What is it?
One could say it's not twice as strong as a regular suit of leather armor.
Yeah, basically it's the same as the leather armor you have, but instead of one armor, you have 2 armor instead.
Okay. Nice. And then does it do any like magical stuff? Because it's a creature, or it's just
No, it's just the hide armor. Yeah, it's just increased
Okay.
armor level. So if somebody hits you, you'll soak 2 points of the damage instead of just 1.
less squishy.
A little less squishy, yeah.
All right.
And
great.
it just looks badass.
Yeah. Well, thank
mean-
you so much, Balthus. I really appreciate this.
You're wearing the flesh of a sea serpent. I mean, how cool
I
is
know.
that?
I feel pretty powerful right now.
Awesome. Yeah, great.
Connor's gonna have a moment with Albert before we continue.
Oh,
Just
okay.
between 2 mammal creatures, we're just gonna. Do you smell fish?
No.
A hide armor of a sea serpent.
what
What is
Right,
that?
perfume again.
What is that?
Albert just goes sniffing around, lumbering. Any others want to take anything or have anything to say to anybody before we continue on, or Ada? Not really at this moment.
When Tinny goes off to talk with Balthus, like she moves farther ahead, and Connery's talking to Albert. For the first time since she got mad at him, with Mr. Geyer, Casco will sit next to him in the front of the cart. Just still a little huffy, but doesn't like when he's alone up front because she worries he can't see bad things coming, so she sits up there with him but doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Who's that sitting beside me? Who are you again?
Rude.
Once she sits down, Guy will sort of reach out and give her a little sort of squeeze on the shoulder. they've been traveling well enough that he can tell she's still a little upset, so he's not going to say anything, but just sort of reach out and grab that sort of, bond they have.
So you guys travel for a while, and you guys get just kind of like southeast from the Oracle Cave that you guys found earlier. And at that point, I need all of you to make awareness rolls with a Bane. Everybody can.
I have a double bane because of my helmet.
Oh no. A dang helmet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you said an awareness roll?
Awareness roll with a Bane. Helmet.
Well.
Would
Oh. Gyre really can't see anything, Calcica.
I am just so shocked that she came and sat beside me that I am just staring at her, just like, she's back.
would I have
Calcica's
any...
too busy looking up at Mr. Geyer, debating if she's going to say anything.
You can.
That she's not paying attention.
Now, technically, everybody. Lost.
Would I have any preemptive notion to be able to cast Birdsong before this?
No, you would not.
Oh, Jesus!
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
But anybody can push the roll if you'd like, except for Gyra, because he rolled a demon. Demon's just a demon, no matter what.
At least Tinny sees something.
I forget. So my awareness is 15. With the Bane, I rolled 15.
Yeah, so you succeed.
that-
Yeah,
Okay.
that counts as success. Numeral did
Jeez.
succeed.
Glad I chose to level up my awareness last week.
Connery, did you... okay. You rolled... Okay. So Connery decided to push.
No,
No?
that wasn't a push.
Oh, you just... you forgot to hit...
First one's me. Second one is
Oh,
Albert. He has a
Albert.
10 awareness. Still a fail.
Okay, still a fail. Okay. Anybody You can push if you choose to.
No, I
was gonna
can't.
say that me
Well,
and
except for
Albert were talking.
Gyre.
Me and Albert were talking, so I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings.
Gotcha.
So I think Tinny's the only one who sees or notices.
To numeral, yeah, you would notice. So to numeral is the only one who isn't caught by surprise by this. But
Great.
out of a kind of thick area of foliage, you hear a last minute rustle and the drawing back of a bowstring. And you can see just peering out of the bushes, you can see what look to be two elves. Two wood elves. Highly camouflaged. Like, it would have been really hard for you guys to pick up on them. And to numeral, you were just barely able to see them. As they kind of start, and they got their bows drawn, kind of pointing in your direction, but have not made, they haven't unleashed any arrows or anything. But you can see them saying, I'll show you what they look like. I've got a handout for you. Let's show to players, show to everyone. This is what they look like.
Whoa.
Ooh, they're cool.
Instantly, we want to be friends.
I like them.
But you can see they have kind of, the very light hair, but this interesting kind of elaborate armor that they're wearing that kind of blends in with their surroundings. And they've got arrows kind of pointed in your direction, quivers on their back with arrows fully stocked, some knives sheathed to their daggers sheathed to their sides, and there's one's male, one's female, and the male is kind of standing out in front of you guys, looking towards you, have bow drawn, says to you, stop immediately. Do not take another step.
See, I'm telling you, I smell salmon. You can't tell me you do not smell... What?
I don't smell a thing.
Okay.
Unless it's you
Let's
that hasn't
take
had
a
a bath
pause.
in a while.
Kalska looks
his
so
bow
fucking-
towards Connery a little bit.
Kalska's very offended right now when he knows he hasn't had a bath in a while.
Where are you headed? What is your purpose?
To a bath now.
Well, good. You need to do so immediately.
You don't have to be rude about it. We're just passing through, heading towards Fort Malice.
So you're letting me go? Is that what you're saying?
We have a friend who's missing. We suspect you might have something to do with it.
I have a very hard time believing you have any friends. You're not a very friendly guy.
I was gonna try to help, and that's just nope.
He just glares towards Connery for just a second. You can see the female elf, who is currently kind of like drawing back a little bit, like glances over towards the male elf, and is just like, you can see the male elf glance towards her, and then she kind of gives that like easy kind of
Burn.
Excuse me, people with arrows.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm smelly. We haven't been near a bath place in a while. And number two, how could we have done anything to your friend if we're literally just getting to this part of the woods?
There's a knight of black armor upon a black horse.
He has silver armor.
And we only have 2 donkeys.
I'd like a horse.
And how do we know that you are not companions of the Black Knight?
How do we know you're not companions of the Black Knight?
Because he took our friend, and we want to
we've
find
made
him.
faces at him in the past, so I don't know what you're wanting from us. We've made faces at him from a distance, or at least I think Belthus did when we saw them on a hill one time.
In my defense, I'm colorblind, so I can't tell you what
leave
color
it out.
these knights are.
Do you happen to know where this friend may have been taken?
We don't know.
No tracks, no indication?
Not that we were able to find. Not easily.
What's your friend's name? And do they look like you, or are they different? Like how we're all different?
She's like us. Iliel is her name.
It's a beautiful name.
General, you didn't give us a fake name, did you?
What do you mean?
I think
Are you the missing friend? Are you running and hiding
No.
from them?
I don't look like them. These are wood elves. I'm a mountain elf. But pleasure to meet you.
Kalska just tugs on Mr. Geyer's shirt and just goes, "It's actually a little different, I think." Shh.
But they both have pointy ears. They're both
Mr.
pointy,
Geyer, so do
pointy
I. Mr. Geyer, so do I.
I mean,
like,
if you put it that way, so does Connery, so does the bear. I'm the only one without them, so maybe I'm the freak.
He's from a different generation. We'll forgive him. Back in his day, they went to school separately.
A missing elf is no laughing matter. This is quite a serious loss of
I cannot
life.
believe Connery just okay boomered me.
really? Because I can.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That hits hard. That's good.
Y'all, we came in with some weird energy tonight. This is not.
Connery, take a free boon for tonight on any role you choose. Thank you for blessing us with that.
Okay, so like Belthus said, or asked, you guys said that there was not a lot of good tracks. Where were they taken from, and where do you think they went? Do you have any clue? Because we can help you find them. We're pretty good at finding people. We found this kid that was locked in a spider cave a few weeks ago, and the spider was gonna raise him as a spy, but we got the kid out, and everything's fine now. So we can find your friend. It's totally fine.
Spider was going to raise the kid as a
It's a long
spy.
story.
Yeah,
Spider.
Are you familiar with the Oracle's Cave near here?
No, we are not.
There's a cave with an oracle, and that oracle just happens to be a very ancient spider.
Sounds like a place we will avoid.
Yeah,
I would highly
I would
recommend it.
that.
If you lower your bows, we have an expert master tracker amongst us that would we'd be happy to assist you. And then I kind of side-eye to Numeral like, you're the best we have at bushcraft.
You have the
Well,
Connery,
Connery, do me a favor. Make a persuasion roll with a boon, please.
Oh, thank
With
God he
what
didn't
you
ask for
just-
bluffing. Wait, they're both at 5. Crap. Is this an inappropriate time to start playing my bagpipes?
Well, you can use that boon that I just gave you if you need it. Oh,
Whoa.
look at this!
Whoa!
Rolls
Yes!
a dragon.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Very persuasive.
You hear the bows release the tension as they stop pulling back on the bows and they lower their weapons.
Go, Albert.
Well,
kill
we-
them both. No, just-
But we haven't had much luck in finding anyone else who is skilled or talented enough to be able to help us
Oh,
track down the Black Knight.
to Numeral
No,
is one of the
I do
best
not believe
trackers out there. He can
Anyone has
find a
offered to
rabbit.
track the Black Knight.
You know,
We have offered to help locate your friend.
Well, we have reason to believe
What?
our friend has been taken by the Black
Was that by
Knight.
internet or?
And
Yours.
perhaps they have, perhaps they have not. We will track your friend, not the knight. What if your friend has been left somewhere by the knight and we track the knight? Then we find the knight and we don't find your friend, and you're upset.
Ultimately, it all boils down to we just want to find our friends, whoever we need to track, both if that's what it takes.
Do you have anything of your friends?
Unfortunately, no.
It would have been ideal if you had some, like, dirty socks or something, then Connery could have followed it, but...
What is with you and smelly things?
He's
not
a
the
very
smelly
odd...
things. Okay, I have a thing for feet, but
I think
I didn't mean a thing for feet. I have a thing with feet. I'm very talented. Okay.
Kauska gets out of the cart very slowly and just tries to reach up and cover Connery's mouth, and it doesn't work because he's too tall. You see, Tinny's really good at finding ways through the forest, which is how we got this far without messing up our wagon. And Connery's really good at using smell to find people. So while it might seem strange, Connery's just really good at that, and so I think he's just trying to be helpful. But I don't think we all slept very well last night, so I think we're all just being a little weird, and you guys are a little tense, and I'm sorry about that. But we will try to find your friend.
I personally don't think we're being weird at all. This seems perfectly normal to me.
I mean, Kauska turns to Geyer and goes, "Mr. Geyer, it's normal for us, but a lot of people find us a little strange."
We've been called suspicious.
I believe we call
Acquaintances.
ourselves that.
Well, the elves kind of look at each other and they look at you and they say, we just want to make sure that Iliel is safe. We must find her and return her to her home.
And where is her home?
Here in the Iron Forest among the elves.
And
So there
I'm
are three of
sorry,
you.
I may have missed this. Where did you say you had any idea where he may have taken her?
Unfortunately, we do not. Our efforts to track the Black Knight have come up short.
Mm.
But in our tracking, we stumbled upon you.
Well, we can
we-
definitely keep our eyes out and look for your friend. If you have any clues or any ideas, if she's traveled to somewhere that I've been before, I could potentially travel there telepathically. But without any clues, we'll just have to do some old-fashioned tracking, I think.
Oh, I think it's safe to say we can rule out Outskirt. We were just there. Then we were just in Bothold's Lode, so we can rule those two places out. We know they're not between Bothold's Lode and here. We would have passed them. I think we've ruled out a fair bit of distance already.
Do you know anything of this silvery tower up north between here and Fort Malice?
You
that
talking
be a
about the
potential
you talking
location?
about the spire that shimmers in the moonlight?
Mm-hmm.
I know of little of the history of that place. It was once a great tower where great wizards and mages would go. Apparently these lands sometimes the heavens would fall. Glimmering stars would fall near the spire, and the mages would collect the remains of these fallen stars and study them. And they would use the troll spire, or the spire that remains there, the troll spire, to watch over.
I'm sorry, you just twice referred to it as the Troll Spire.
That's what it's referred to nowadays. Because all it is a ruin.
I also have a question about your story. You said you were looking for your friend, and you stumbled upon us or you?
What?
Because you said I stumbled upon you. You mean the Swan Maiden, or
Conry,
No,
she's not here. She doesn't come this far.
We have never met a swan maiden. Have you met a swan maiden? That's extremely rare.
She's almost as pretty as Tinny, but she's not quite as pretty as Tinny.
Swan Maiden? Thank you.
Oh, Tinny just hit swan maiden status tonight. Look at that.
It's like a boon out of nowhere. Boop.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We just met a troll.
We just killed a troll.
Oh,
We did.
we didn't meet a troll. You went around and wandered in its house, rolled in its trash, and now you smell like it.
I killed it, or I helped kill it. I sliced it pretty bad.
You pretty much killed it.
Yeah, that's probably what smells, Conry. You were in the troll dungeon.
the male
Casca just blinks up at the mail.
the elf looks at the female elf and is like, all they ever talk about is stench and smell. I don't understand. Is this normal? They're having this side conversation, but they're not making it quiet enough that you guys can't hear it, you know?
Guyer's going to look over and be like, well, when we first met Tnumerl and Belthus, that's all they spoke about was how bad everyone smelled. We just assumed all elves must have enhanced olfactory capabilities. We want to make sure
I
you're
think we're just cleaner.
Casca just looks at Tinny, fully offended.
Solid, I'm offended, but it's accurate.
Casca's not denying she's dirty. She's just offended that everyone's calling her smelly.
You, dear, the animal humanoids.
The elves kind of look at you having this conversation, and the male kind of starts to approach you guys a little bit, not aggressively as he's walking. The female's walking kind of closer to you now that they're kind of out of the brush and out of the shrubbery a little bit. And
Geyer picks his hands up a little. Just sort of.
Casca runs and hides behind Belthus.
He kind of stops and holds up his hand like this, and I am Orphan. This is my companion, Aldenel.
Oh, I'm so sad you're an orphan. When did you lose your parents?
I am one too. I'm one too. I'm one too.
Orphan, we deal with this constantly.
Apparently here he looks at them, they're misunderstanding always. And talking about smells. I can't do it with these people. Anyway.
You can understand our suffering.
In weeks, months.
What ill-begotten omen has stricken you two?
Which two?
Geyer immediately gestures to the two elves in the party.
Anyway.
Well, for me, I was inspired to leave my mountain clan and travel into this land to try and help prevent a great disaster from befalling the Misty Vale. So that's what has stricken me, and I met upon Sir Belthus while leaving those mountains, and he's decided to protect me and travel with me till we see this through.
Well, good.
We're here for
They
money.
promised me treats.
The elves kind of look at the other three in the group, and they're just kind of like, you can see they're giving like the looking down upon look upon this group.
Connery doesn't even
literally
know
and figuratively
looking off into this.
I, for one, would like to track down your Black Knight and take him on, so I'll keep my eyes out on our travels. But I don't think there's much we can do for you right now.
Be wary. He looks very stout and intimidating. I don't know if I would go into it alone. That's for sure.
I never do.
Kind elflings, have you not heard the tales of Sir Belthus the Devoured? He has been swallowed by a gelatinous cube. He has been swallowed by a dragon. And both creatures have been slain, and he was regurgitated from within them.
Is this true?
He speaks the truth.
You see the female elf kind of smiles a little bit. It's like, what? And then she speaks up for kind of the first time, and she walks up to Orphan and is kind of like, well, perhaps we shall begin to tell the tale of this Sir Belthus.
Sir Belthus the Regurgitated.
The Regurgitated.
Oh, the Devoured.
The Devoured.
Or the Devourer.
No, the Devoured. He's only ever been eaten. He is not eaten.
I've only ever seen Belthus eat
that-
like turkey legs, so I don't think
That
we can-
popping noise
Turkeys
you
do
asked
fear
for.
me.
Pause. This is on the DM side of things. Now I need to find a monster that Belthus can eat.
While doing the master tannering, he'll like start making little steaks to fry up of whatever he's cutting up.
It's like that show Delicious in Dungeons, except Belthus
There
is
you
the
go.
show.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is actually the hide of the dragon that I'm wearing that we slayed.
That's pretty remarkable. Great craftsmanship.
Sir Belthus.
Well, we shall tell our comrades and companions about Sir Belthus the Devoured. Tell the tales among the Misty Vale.
I'd be honored.
But right now we have more pressing matters. We are going to continue to look for our friend, and we hope that you will do as well on your travels.
Can you never
We
quite understand it's hard because they were taken and you didn't really have clues, but where in the woods were you when they went missing? 'Cause if we start there, we can keep a better eye out for things who we might see that you might not. Not to say you can't find things, just saying we might look at it differently because we're looking for new clues about somebody we don't know, not for signs of a friend.
We, and they kind of look at each other, were in our dwelling place within this iron forest. But we cannot confirm where Eliel was at the time of her disappearance.
Just like
Wait,
more
how far
north,
is this
more
dwelling
south,
place?
like how
We-
like on the trail, off the trail, like just a general direction, sir.
Most likely off the trail.
Okay.
Can you mark on our map where your settlement is? So
Unfortunately,
if we do find your friend in dire straits, we can
Or if
convey
we
them to you.
Can bring them back, yeah. How are we supposed to return her to you if we don't know where to go?
Unfortunately, we cannot disclose the location of our dwelling because
Secret elf.
it's a secret. It is.
Secret elf.
A secret that
things.
we keep
Oh.
to ourselves and not tell anyone.
Kauska just looks up at
There's-
Belthus and just shakes her head and mumbles secret elf things and climbs back in the cart.
We like secrets.
How far, relatively, is this dwelling of yours? Like, is it within a day's travel?
Let's just say if we can pick a landmark at some point, we can use that part as a place to a location to meet.
Right, we'll meet at the island of
not
the
to
mist.
return your friend, but to collect something of theirs that I can follow their scent from? Is it within a reasonable distance that you may be able to fetch something of theirs?
Can make an attempt.
Okay. If you need help learning how to fetch, I'm a wolf. I can teach you how to fetch.
So can my 2 dogs.
We're a talented bunch.
Well,
Hope that we will be able to find her and she will be in a position to lead us to take her home if she's not able to come back on her own. If there are more unfortunate circumstances, we will have to try to figure out a way to, either way, bring her home.
well, thank you.
If we need to reach you, we will shoot a flaming arrow into the Iron Forest.
That sounds like a bad idea.
I don't think iron's flammable.
Can you guys point on our map where to meet you if we find her? /
Here?
anything. Well, this is kind of like the middle of the forest. I don't know if there's a landmark here other than
Drawing
that
a
tree
big
and that rock.
spooky-looking tree we could meet at.
Are we at the goofy looking tree?
No, we're further over where our party token is over here.
We're
Oh.
over here.
I think
Have
that's
we
just
ever
where we
been to the
dropped
tree?
everybody because we had to roll for initiative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, just
Hope we could meet out by the river at this strange little.
Just
thing.
why don't we meet just shift ping. You guys see this like pond here on the map?
Mhm. Yeah.
That would be a good place to meet.
You want to meet
On it
where you
is.
pinged on our map?
Should
Yes.
we convene?
There goes the third wall.
Pond it is. All right. And move on.
Yes.
Sure.
Should we come back in a fortnight?
Well, we don't
I
know
hate
how
that
long
game.
we're going to be traveling. I think this is more of a keep our eyes out thing, because if they don't know where to point us, we can't run in a certain random direction, hope to find their friend. I think this is more if we find someone who looks like them, we bring her back to the pond.
And we're personally
So-
heading east towards the river as well on our search.
Good,
Mhm.
we're going
So-
more north. So
Sounds good.
Essentially, what we must do is any wood elf we find, we capture, bring back to the lake.
Just leave them floating.
No. Her name's Ileana.
Iliel, and she
Yeah.
will.
Iliel.
Eliana's my mother's name. I would recognize that one.
These 2 nearly shot us without any provocation. How
Mr.
do we
Geyer,
know that we can trust this person to give us their true name?
Mr. Geyer, I think if we say we met your friends who are looking for you, and we actually give their names, it might be okay. And if not, and we happen to get into a fight with her, well, I say we just let all elves attack us first at this point.
The elves kind of look at you, and she will not fight you. She will probably most likely be in very much distress.
Mhm.
She will welcome any attempt to free her from the clutches of this terrible knight.
What would
Eliana
the
can
knight?
stay.
What
Oh.
do you think the knight would have wanted with her specifically?
We don't know.
Does
Guess
she
we'll
have
find
any
out.
special abilities? Is she unique in some way?
They kind of look at each other, and there's, as far as like, what do you mean by special abilities? What specific things? What makes her special is she's a part of us, a part of our family, a part of our group.
Oh, no, I know.
We would do
Let's
the same for
try
one
it
of
this
our
way.
own.
Does she have any
We
magical...
have.
If one of you were captured, wouldn't the rest go after that one?
Absolutely.
This is true, but
It depends.
one of us, one of us can see things.
Mhm. Mhm.
One of us can see things, a few of us can light things on fire.
I can
one
stab
of us
things
can
pretty
be
We
good.
also
swallowed
see
whole
things with the
by
assistance of a
random
blueberry, but
creatures. One of us has
Oh.
probably taken both of your coin purses by now.
Oh yeah, can I roll for that?
Kind of look down.
I was actually gonna roll for that, but now that you said it, I can't say it.
Time to make our exit.
Funny.
As a-
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Make a roll, see if you steal them.
Oh
Get
my
stabbed? No, not at this point.
Well, we will do our best to return your friend.
Okay.
I have a random question for you guys. Before we
Yes.
go,
Mm-hmm.
does your friend have any tattoos?
Friend heaven. They kind of look at each other with like quizzical looks on their face. That's while the GM looks at something very quickly.
Has she been branded as all elves are with the...
It has a heart with the word MOM. in the-
Yeah, it's definitely.
Do you have a website tattooed on her forehead? PlayDragonbane.com. Wait, sorry, no, that's the shortcut we use in Twitch
They
chat.
they kind of look at each other and they not that we know of.
Okay. I only ask because we've seen a lot of people with tattoos lately, and they seem to be in a group, and so it was worth asking. Because if she was part of a different group, then maybe that would tell us where to look for her. But if you don't know of a tattoo, I think it's safe to say you would know of her tattoo because most of them have been on the forearm. So I just wanted to ask.
I'm sure we
because
would
that
have
give
seen
us a-
something like that if that was the case, and I don't recall anything on the forum.
I'm just looking for clues.
Sure.
Thank you.
Understandable.
While this has been going on and other people have been talking, Guy's going to use my insight ability just to see if I'm getting a feel. Do I get the sense that they're being on the up and up?
Sure, you can go ahead and make your awareness roll that goes with that. As birds start flocking around.
Oh my god!
No! Another demon!
Oh wait, why did I roll that again with a
Yeah,
bane?
wait, that's a 2.
Yeah,
that's
you shouldn't have rolled that with a bane.
clear that.
Try
But
that
yeah,
again.
yeah, just do it. Yeah, just re-roll that. Shouldn't have been made with a bane.
You
Oh.
Nope.
No? Okay. As far as you can tell.
I'm just going to look over at Casca and just give a little nod like,
The elves kind of look back at you, and he says, "Careful, the Misty Vale is a dangerous place. A lot of dark things are happening out there nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your wits about you." Kind of looks at the elves and is like, and looks at the other three. He winks and says, "Good luck."
Thank you. You as well.
Kauska is back to being offended.
And the two start to like gather their materials, and it looks like they're starting to walk to the east.
as they start to walk away, what's the ambient temperature in the area around us?
Like, are you talking about literally or figuratively?
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay. I would say the best I could do would probably be around like 55 degrees.
Okay, so it's a little cool,
Little
but
chilly,
not too bad.
but not too bad.
So as they start to walk away,
Mhm.
I'm going to pick the area right in front of them where they're starting to walk into,
Mhm.
and I'm going to burn a will point and use heat and chill
Okay.
to drop the temperature to make it a little colder.
Okay.
There's no as they start to walk away from it, they hit the sort of like, ooh,
Oh yeah, they do exactly that.
Oh
Like they get a
my
little
God.
chill. It's like, did you bring your cloak? I know I forgot it. Oh well. And they just kind of keep on like trudging along, like shivering a little bit in that space.
Hey,
ooh,
Tinny.
can one race be?
Geyer gets the last word no matter what.
Tinny, I have a question. Like, as soon as they're, like, far away
Mhm.
from us. Is it normal for elves from hidden groups to refuse to give any helpful hints on what they're asking us to help them with? Because all they did was point bows at us and be like, go find our friend or else, and we can't tell you anything. And that was really difficult for me not to, like, mock them the whole time.
Hello. Okay. I think that yes, some elves are especially protective of their lands and their clan, not very prone to engaging with outsiders. It's not the most uncommon reaction, I don't think. What about you, Balthus?
They seemed quite friendly and forthcoming to me.
I actually also have a question. Beltis, is it normal for other elves, well, male elves like that orphan guy? He had a skirt. Do you wear skirts too?
Yeah, it depends on the season.
Yeah. And why are you calling him orphan? I mean, granted he didn't give his name, but you still shouldn't say
Orphan.
that's when parents died. That's rude.
I mean,
I was
We're
called
gonna have
orphan
a-
for a long time.
we're gonna have a talk while we walk.
But before we start walking, Connery, did you get a good whiff of those two? Do you think you could track your way back to where they're from?
Unfortunately, I did not. All I smell is fish hide.
It's tanning chemicals.
Albert kind of just appears out from behind Connor and goes. To numeral, you have noticed that since you got the new armor and you've been wearing it, that Albert has been like, you like turn around and Albert just like stops and pretends to like hold very still. And then you like keep on walking for a little while and you get a sense like somebody's watching you or following you, and then you stop and turn around and Albert stops like immediately. Hold still.
You're all right, Connery.
I think he likes you.
Lucky me.
Look,
Numeral, I
if he
think
likes
that
you, he'll
perhaps-
protect you.
Perhaps you and your armor need a bath.
You called us smelly.
I think Beltis did a very nice
Bye-bye.
job cleaning and tanning and preparing this to be worn.
Look, I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying I'm a little tired of other people calling us smelly. We're not the ones who live in the woods.
Perhaps when this whole journey is done, we can all, open up a inn with a nice bath.
Be going back to the mountains.
Can we hire the halfling family to make all the bread?
Yes, I love that idea.
Okay, then I'm in. We'll have to ship tinny bread loaves to the mountains, but it'll be okay.
Well, we could put Numeral in a crate full of bread and ship her and the bread together to the mountains. Then she'll be sure
Thought
to
that was
arrive
gonna end
safe.
somewhere differently.
I said the word bath. Not on my watch.
Well, as this conversation continues, I believe you guys are continuing your journey as you talk, heading northward towards the
Well,
Spire.
before we
which,
go to start leaving,
Yeah.
I'm going to push my luck with this one because it is very vague, as we talked about last week.
Mhm.
Where we are at a crossroads of a sort, can I use my treasure hunter feature to learn the direction of the greatest treasures?
Roads of some kind. Can activate this ability. Learn the direction of greatest treasures. Free League, why do you do this to us?
Yeah.
Um,
Because it depends on what one would find to be the greatest treasure.
and
That's
you have to.
subjective.
It's and it's like at a crossroads of some kind. I guess I'll rule it like this. I don't necessarily consider this a crossroads because you guys have a direction that you're going. You guys have a point that you're going, and
We did,
there's
but now we have another point where we're now looking for elves.
well, Yeah, I mean, you're looking for elves.
No.
That's elves and treasure are different. So
Fair enough. My thought was maybe there's a lot of stuff worth a lot of money.
Disagree. I think elves are treasures.
When I wake up,
The
and I'm
Oracle would
picking out an
agree.
outfit,
That's right.
that is a crossroads to me as well. So
I would say at this point, I'll say you don't have to spend that willpower point or whatever willpower it costs. I don't think this is like an appropriate. Like, this wouldn't give you any kind of information to do that here.
Okay.
That's I'll rule it as that for right now, so that way you can keep your willpower points, and Geyer would know when there would be an appropriate like crossroads to use that.
Okay.
Because like right now, it's just gonna have a bunch of arrows pointing in a bunch of different directions for you.
We just start picking arrows.
It's gonna be like, you know, in Pirates of the Caribbean, where he gets the compass out and it's just kind of like spinning around.
Listen, I am not stuck in the locker right now, mate.
All right. So you guys continue your northward travel. And, oh, I don't want to move the Oracle cable. I'm going to move this. And as it begins to crest upon night, you guys arrive upon that mountaintop where you guys can see within the moonlight that is able to kind of sneak through the mist of the misty veil. You can see this tower glimmering, almost like a silvery spire up there in the moonlight.
Beautiful.
Belfast, my boy, it looks like you're limping. Is something wrong?
Oh,
What was that?
seems there's a piece of gold in my boot.
Five
What?
five
Looks
to
like
be
there's
honest.
What?
Must have
Chat.
tripped over a tree stump or something. I don't know.
Somehow chat snuck into stream and slipped 5 gold into Belfast's boot.
Fascinating.
I personally believe it was the elves giving Belfast 5 gold to try to convince him to leave us, and it didn't work because they weren't upfront about it enough.
Also, my loyalty cannot be bought.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Stumpy. Good to see you, buddy.
my loyalty can't be bought. And then Connery's over here like, I can.
Now, I will tell you guys this. It is late. You guys are still, like, you don't have to necessarily rest or camp right now. But it's up to you. Nightfall has come across the Misty Veil, and you guys have arrived at your destination. It's up to you guys what you'd like to do at this point.
How ruinous are these ruins?
Really right now you're kind of at the bottom of this like mountain, so you'd have to kind of continue on a little bit here. It wouldn't take you too long to get there, but you can't really like see it very closely from where you're at.
It's probably wisest, without knowing what we're getting into, to probably make camp here.
I agree.
Yeah.
If we could see it and we could tell sort of what condition it was in, I'd say perhaps push on, but
We
I'd
can't
rather
even
not
see
walk
the
into a
bottom of it.
situation in the dark.
Yeah. I think we'll just set up camp here.
Okay. You guys can go ahead and make rolls for your camping rolls. I believe bushcraft rolls are in order to set up a tent and get things going. And you guys tell me exactly how you want to go about your camping. Oh, that's a nice roll.
Oh, very
Nice.
nice.
Kelsey, are you taking the tent? Are you setting the tent up? Is that what
The
you're...
tent.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
she's
think that accommodates 4 of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
I think.
let me see.
But Geyer doesn't usually go in the tent anyway.
Nope.
Six people.
6 people. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody could technically go in the tent if they wanted to.
Definitely in there.
Geyer,
Geyer is not. He's not at that point yet.
did you want to push that roll?
There just happens to be 6 of us.
You
I mean,
can
we're about
push
to
it.
Well,
sleep.
Barrett.
You're about to sleep anyway.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I get the best night's sleep out under the stars of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Geyer's going to give it a shot because, you know, he was tired already. Then he had to deal with those elves. He's feeling a little nauseous, a little sick to his stomach. Apparently it's going to be a long night.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay, so to numeral.
Mm-hmm.
While you're sleeping.
And I'll be in my sleeping fur
Okay, perfect.
from the cart. Right?
Very,
Got it.
very comfortable, having a very a very deep sleep, very good sleep. You start to dream, you start to have this vision, and what you see is a small village with a large kind of central spire in the center. You can see in the distance there is a sunset. Sky is illuminated with this kind of deep red sun. You can see the magenta kind of blending into the orange back to like the deep purples as it gets far away from where the sunset illuminates the sky. But you can see these silhouettes starting to like, these motions of silhouettes getting bigger in that red circle of the sun. And as they get closer, you can see it looks like birds flapping in kind of like a flying V formation. And as they get closer, you realize these aren't birds. These have massive reptilian tails. These are dragons flying in formation towards this village. And they keep getting closer and closer, and the silhouette's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you kind of see this top view of this village once again. And then this dark shadow of dragon wings envelops this place and just casts this shadow over top of the village. And then you hear this loud scream. And it wakes you from your slumber.
I would also probably then be like mimicking that scream in my sleep as I wake up.
Okay, so as that happens, everybody who is... Are you in the tent, Numeral?
No, I'm sleeping in my fur outside, like kind of by where a fire would have been at some point.
As you wake up and scream, Geyer, you're probably still awake because you're having a hard time falling asleep.
Yep.
So where would you be, Geyer? She's by the fire. Where would you be?
I'd probably be on the wagon near the dogs, just trying to get comfortable, muttering about those thoughtless elves.
Okay. Yeah, but you see that Numeral from over by the fire, you can see the fire's kind of illuminating. Numeral is sitting up. She just like left out a scream. I still think, let's do this. Everybody who's sleeping in the tent, go ahead and make an awareness roll. Oh, Althus, you don't hear a thing. You're fast asleep. Kalsika, you hear it and wake up.
Mr. Geyer? And she crawls out of the tent immediately because she doesn't know what the sound is. And her first thought is, Geyer's not next to her.
No, it's not me. It's the crazy elf again.
Kalska goes over towards Numeral, but doesn't get too close in case the nightmare is still going on. She like, kind of like approaches slowly. Tinny?
Hi.
What happened?
You okay?
I saw something. And heard. Did you hear that screaming?
I heard you scream, which is why I'm now awake.
I had this terrible dream. It was
A dream about what?
I think this place.
Guy starts looking around.
Yeah, can I make an awareness roll for the woods? Now I'm like scared.
Sure. You can make an awareness roll for the woods.
Sure.
That doesn't look out of the ordinary. I mean, there's no motion. There's nothing moving around. I mean, you see the firelight kind of glimmering out and casting shadows in different places. But
Tinny?
nothing out of the ordinary.
It wasn't as horrible as some of my other dreams, but it was a village around a spire, and it looked like birds were flying in from the horizon, but they were dragons, and the darkness from their wings enveloped the whole village, and then there was screaming, and I woke up. I think something tragic here happened long ago.
Think you had a dream about how this place became a pile of ruins? Is that what you're saying?
But I thought this was just
Perhaps.
a spire. There was no... Those elves we spoke with didn't speak of anything about a village being here.
Could have been from older than these elves. Or perhaps they're so secretive about their...
What was here? Did you see
Who knows?
people, or did you just hear people screaming? So you don't know if it was like
Screaming.
an elf village, and that's why now they won't tell anybody where they are because elf secrets.
I have no idea. I didn't see anyone. Just the dragons and the screaming.
Well, I mean, screaming's not fun, but at least you didn't see anything bad, other than, dragons.
Well, are we sure it was screaming and not dragons roaring?
DM! Am I sure if it was screaming or dragons roaring?
I mean, what it sounded like to you was like multiple people screaming at the same exact time.
That.
So what you're telling me is, while in your dream, you heard something that sounded like as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.
Yes.
It is almost as though you felt a great disturbance in some...
A disturbance in the force. Yes. Yes. Basically. Jedi to New World. Oh my god, she's kind of a Jedi. Oh my god, she does Jedi tricks all the time. Mentalist is just a Jedi.
Where do you guys meet the
Anyway.
Black Knight? He's actually Darth Vader.
Basic.
Please, we don't need Belthis simping over a lightsaber.
I know. Star Wars
There you go.
RPG next on the
There you go.
horizon.
Oh boy.
They already did that.
I was gonna say, haven't we done that? Kauska goes over to Tinny and just holds out her flask. Do you want a sip to go back to sleep, or are you up now?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, how often do you have visions back to back? Maybe it was just the one and you can get back to sleep.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
If need be, we can have somebody, choke you out until you're unconscious.
Thank you.
Kauska just sits next to Tinny on the ground and just rubs her back for a bit until she, better breaths, less panicky, and then she just gets up and leaves her alone because Tinny likes to sleep outside, and Kauska crawls back into the tent, but kind of leaves her head, hanging out of the tent, shifts her sleeping thing out, so she's still out.
It's about this time that you guys see Connery come out through the woods, very dejected.
Covered in thorns.
He doesn't have anything with him. He's been gone for a few hours with nothing to show for it.
Connery,
Yeah.
do you want some rum and to go to bed? Kauska just holds up the flask again.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I do.
Kauska shares it with Connery and then just, again, does the same thing she just did to Tinny, which is just rub his back or scratch his head, behind his ears until he settles. She's not going to say anything. She's not going to ask anything.
And I'm
I
guessing
might have
Beltis
not
is just
not been
snoring.
able to catch a squirrel, but at least I could catch a buzz.
See, that's a good way of looking at it, Connery. It'll be better tomorrow. And
Right.
Kalska just looks
I
at
learned
Belvis,
if-
who has slept through all of this. Like,
Yeah, you guys can hear like just the chirps of crickets and Belthus snoring in the background. That's
Yeah.
Kalska just looks at Belvis like, I will get you for this. I'm the one being nice to everybody. This isn't my job. This is your job.
Yeah.
And as
Oh,
you
that's a much more graceful snore, though.
There you go. And as you guys get settled back in, I think we'll take an early break tonight. I think that's a good time to pause our session for now. So we'll take an early 5 to 7 minute break so we can get set
Andre
for...
can't handle his rum.
Oh my god.
he didn't do well with that, Kelsica.
Skyer waits until
Had a choice.
What was that?
just getting comfortable asleep, and is going to lean over her face and go,
Oh gosh, we got some new sounds and soundboard tonight. Oh my gosh, you guys added a ton. Oh, they've been
busy.
they've been
Wait,
busy.
We were left
"DM said
unattended.
we were going to break."
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there I was looking for that. All right, guys. Well, there's the crickets. Now we just need some snoring sounds for Belthus.
Yeah.
So,
The dragon.
they'll be working on that during our break, I'm sure. So we'll be right back, guys. Stick with us. We'll see you soon. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, B-O-N-U-S, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back, everybody. Of course. As Balthus finishes up his wonderful long rest, feels refreshed. Balthus, you got a really good night's sleep.
Oh, yeah.
And as the light of the day cascades upon all of you in your campsite, Geyer, it's been a rough night. Your eyes are bloodshot and droopy.
This bloody elf and his snoring. And the other elf and the screaming.
Yeah.
These damn elves, I swear.
Note to self: Connery can't hold his rum. Good to know.
Oh, halflings. Oh, they're rum.
Use it to like kill spiders.
Wait, you use it to kill spiders?
But the fire breath thing, you know, drink and.
And you
Fireball.
gave some to me to drink?
Because people drink alcohol to sleep. I figured it might help. I said take a sip, not a chug.
Oh my god.
Connery, look, the flask is empty, and Geyer will pull out his own flask with his thumb over it so he's not spilling anything.
You went too far, buddy.
The numeral, you probably noticed this first. The spire on the mountaintop looks a little different during the day than it does at night. It doesn't look like this spire that's like glimmering silver. It looks more like a spire covered with red and black roses.
Interesting. May I cast Sense Magic?
Sense Magic was the one where you had to tell if if it was a place. Was magical?
Let me pull up exactly what it says again.
If an
We don't
item,
get
item. Yeah, it'd probably be you
Whether
probably have to
the
get
place-
closer.
You can sense
hey,
whether
you're
the
there.
place you are in or an item you are holding is affected by magic, and if so, what kind of magic.
Yeah, I would say from this vantage point, you wouldn't be able to like sense it because you're too
Yeah.
far away. So
When we're more in
when
it.
you're like
Okay.
right
Closer.
up there, you could use it.
So I'll do that later.
Definitely a good idea.
Yeah, I'm curious. So I would point that out to the party.
Let's get a closer look.
as we start getting closer, Balthus, Jesus. I'm so upset with him and just snoring. I'm even calling myself. But would Geyer is just going to sort of focus on the tower and what Tumor was just saying. Do I know, or do I think I know anything about the significance of red and black roses to any sort of group or?
I would say you probably wouldn't in this instance.
Okay. This is where bringing the wagon up as close as we can get to minimize walking.
Yeah, it is up like a cliff face, but there is a kind of like pathway kind of like carved up, so you can take the wagon up there. It kind of swerves, to and fro as it kind of goes up the cliffside, but you're able to go up there. And as you get closer, indeed, it is a massive spire. Looks to be about 3 stories high as you get kind of closer to it. And it is covered in thorny rose bushes that climb all around the rocky surface of the rocky outside edge of the brickwork. And it has, as you get closer, like you can start to catch like that rose aroma catches your nose.
Have we seen roses like this in the Misty Vale anywhere?
Honestly, there isn't a whole lot of like lush floral areas like this, just because that the sun isn't as prominent here in the Misty Vale right now, and you haven't really come across too much of that, actually.
Beautiful.
Does any of this sound like a story that Kaus could have ever heard?
I would say not in this instance, no.
Guy's gonna park the wagon when we start getting close, pull out the dragon tooth, and just start carving some of the flowers.
Okay.
And just large swatches of them, grabbing armloads and putting them in the back of the cart.
Make a con roll for me, please.
I was gonna try to help with that, and then he talked to me. Casca was like running up to like put like a scarf or a shawl over his mouth, over his duckbill, and now he's gonna get poisoned.
Do you have a 19? You can push it if you choose.
Nope.
Okay. So this scent is powerful, and as you get closer and you start smelling it, and immediately upon like hacking like a rose off, you get this blast of like a pollen blast from these roses. And you now become dazed. So you have the condition dazed.
May I cast sense magic now?
Absolutely.
Magic fire.
Sir Mallard, not looking so good over there.
Yeah, keep it together.
You do sense.
This was more scent heavy than I was expecting.
This indeed, this place, especially the roses, have a magic aura about them. You're not you can't pinpoint what's causing it, but the roses themselves are resonating with they have magic about them.
Would I be able to tell if it's demonic or elemental magic?
This would probably be more of a natural kind of based magic. It wouldn't be you wouldn't get a sense of any kind of demonic magic here.
So not quite like the berries.
No, not like the berries.
Okay. That was my fear. I'm traumatized by the berry bushes.
Traumatized by the bushes, yeah.
All right, so these roses are some kind of magic, but it seems more natural, not quite like the berries we encountered at the Temple of the Purple.
I would give you this with your sense and with the stories that the elves told you about falling stars. May have something to do with that.
Interesting.
Can I look around for
Finish him.
Stairs or a ladder of any kind, anything that leads to the top of this tower? Do we see
well, what you do see is that that there is a doorway that is blocked by this massive reddish oak door that stands in front. It doesn't appear that there's any windows or openings on the first floor, but as you're kind of looking around, you can see between some of the shrubs, it's really hard to see the actual rock of this because it's covered in bushes. The rose bushes just climb, the thorns and bushes climb the tower. And it looks like it gets really dense up there between the second and third floor. It almost looks like you wouldn't be able to even be able to climb up there. But there are what looks to be two windows on the front face where you guys are standing that look like you may be able to climb up to, but you have to be really careful because there's thorns and briars all over these bushes.
Kalsika's going to be very careful. She's going to wrap a scarf around her own, a piece of fabric over her mouth after watching Geyer get pollen attacked. And can I walk up to the door? And since it's on the ground and I'm tiny, she's going to very carefully just reach her tiny little halfling hand out and see if the door is locked.
Okay. So you're going to try to just push on the door?
Yeah, just gently touch the handle. I'm being very sure to not touch a thorn, a vine, a rose,
Sure.
Awkwardly manipulating my hand.
Yeah, you try to push on the door and it does not open.
Can I use my lock picks to try to pick the lock.
Unfortunately, you don't see.
There's no lock.
There's no
mechanism?
locking mechanism. So you believe that this door is locked, like, from the inside. Somehow.
Okay. Kauska takes a few more steps back till she's back to the group, and then she's just looking up at the window.
How high would you say those windows are?
How high are the windows?
Yeah, in meters.
In meters? Probably around 4.5, 5 meters, probably.
I have
All
a
right.
grappling hook.
Do we have enough rope for that, Mr. Guy?
I believe it's 10 meters of rope, isn't it? That sounds good.
Whatever the
10 meters.
standard of that I would have bought your new grappling hook with, yeah.
Garrett's gonna take a wind up with a grappling hook and try to throw it at the window.
Okay. What did we use last time we used grappling hook? What did we use to roll that?
Oh.
We
I
just
can't
used
remember.
base agility?
I think.
Or did we
Maybe?
use one of your weapon abilities? Trying to stay consistent, but I can't ever remember what we used when we used those things.
I
we might have
remember
used
when you,
knives,
like-
'cause that's knives is agility based.
I remember when you climbed the rope, I think down, it might have been acrobatics.
Yeah, no, that was to climb it though. This is to actually throw the grappling hook.
Oh, just to throw it at first.
Yeah. I didn't know if you had like did you have like slings or something that you used, or
No,
there's
I mean I can roll
slings.
slings.
So
That's
generally,
not-
throwing is based on your strength because that's what determines the amount of meters when you throw a weapon or when you use the heroic ability throwing arm.
yeah,
Or would it be agility to try to get the window?
yeah,
Like-
he's kind of
like aim.
aiming. Yeah,
Yeah, and when you throw a knife,
It's a tough call.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Kind and merciful DM.
I'll just say base. Just go with a base agility roll. See what you get.
Okay.
Let's go with Myths and Legends.
Oh, he just gets it. Look at that. So yeah, Geyer throws a grappling hook there, goes through the window, and you hear like it's caught on something. And you pull on it, it seems to be holding steady.
Seems like MG is having some minor audio issues.
And Tinny's camera dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Who's climbing?
Well, I'd volunteer to, but you
would
just
get yelled
started
at.
talking to me again. And
Yeah. Stop putting yourself in danger all the time.
I'm not letting you go alone. And I'm afraid that Belfast is too heavy.
Belthus, if I climb it, can you stand underneath and catch me if I fall?
We can always try, like Albert first.
Up a rope?
No, we're not sending him up my rope. In worst case scenario, Tunumal can cast levitate and catch you.
Bear
back.
with me.
I missed everything.
I think MG did too.
I don't know what's going on tonight. Sorry guys. Last I saw was you were gonna try to roll for the grappling hook, and you
Made it.
rolled.
Yep. Yeah,
Grappling hook in the
yeah,
window.
he's got the grappling hook in
Nice.
the window, so you guys got a
Good
rope
arm.
hooked up there.
And then we're discussing who's gonna go up, and Kauska is looking at Belthus to catch her, because it's a heavy,
Okay.
like, because she's the lightest, so going up a rope, or Tinny to levitate her if she falls. It's kind of the current. Tinny froze again.
Oh no.
Technology.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she
god.
looks so inquisitive, but
We can hear you. You're frozen video.
But your audio's fine.
Yeah, can you just like reset it or something, honey?
Looks like he's on it.
Okay, MG said in chat that Belthus will catch Kauska if she falls.
well, we can hear and see you, Beltis. You're smooth. You guys are under the same Wi-Fi,
I don't know,
though, right?
I don't know if he can hear us.
I don't think he can hear. I think we are going robotic for him.
Yeah, he said we were in and out a little.
They're gonna reset, I think.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think they might have to reset their internet router or something.
Please don't mind our technical difficulties in our pictures.
Yeah. The videos are going to be a little messed up here for a second, everybody, while we get these tech issues worked out. But
it sounds like Kalska is starting to climb up the rope.
Kalska wanted to climb up first.
Yep.
Okay.
Kyra's going to try to sneak up behind her. He doesn't like her going alone.
Kalska, go ahead and make a, let's call this acrobatics, because it's a climbing roll. Oh, wait, let me double check that. It might be, pretty sure it's acrobatics, but let me double check.
It's just straight agility.
Oh, I'm in the wrong document. Wrong document. Acrobatics is climbing, so yes. Okay. So we will do acrobatics rolls. With I'll give you a boon because you have the rope and the grappling hook hooked up.
Because that did not go well.
Yeah, you have a boon. Oh yeah, piece of cake. So you climb up and you're to the window. It is kind of overlapped with a bunch of like vines and thorny bushes and roses and stuff. And as you get up to the top, you're kind of smelling. Those roses are very powerful as you're kind of like climbing up past them.
I would have wrapped the scarf around my neck, my throat, my nose again, like.
Ooh, good,
like being
good
very
call.
Seeing Geyer get messed up by it. Kalska's very afraid of that, so face covering as she climbs.
All right, perfect.
Do I see anything in the window when I get up there?
Oh, so you're gonna peer in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you look through the window.
like a little kid, like.
Not like the kid on Game of Thrones when he got up to the top of the tower.
Not like Fran. No. If there's any surprises in there, Kalska's just gonna climb straight back down.
It's kind of dark, but you can see there's the light from the windows kind of peering through a little bit. It looks like maybe it was possibly a kitchen at one point in time.
Oh.
But as far as like having a lot of materials inside, like other than like a knocked over like table, it doesn't look like it has a whole lot inside of it.
Do I see any have the flowers grown inside, or are they purely on the exterior?
It looks as if they're primarily on the exterior. They want to be out where they can catch the most sun, it appears to be.
Okay, well that would have been more clue that they're even more magical than we're currently suspecting if they were growing in the dark. Kalska will call down to everybody. It looks like there's like a table, not much else. Do I see footprints or any sign of anyone in here recently?
You'd probably have to go inside and start snooping around to see any of that. From the window, you're not going to be able to see that.
Kalska would go inside. She's already up here. She didn't fall. She's going in.
Oh, sure. Yeah, so you want to try to like look around for any like footprints and things on.
Like I'm not even gonna go far. I'm gonna put my feet in, and then I'm just gonna stay by the window until I can assess what footprints are mine, and like make sure I'm not disturbing her.
And the minute Geyer sees her start to duck in, he's up the rope after her.
Okay. You can go ahead also and make your acrobatics roll with a boon because you have the aid of the rope.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. You got up there. Look at that, Geyer up the rope.
Elphys will be charging up soon thereafter.
Okay, yeah. Anybody who wants to climb the rope, you can make acrobatics with a boon using the rope. And you're gonna make.
Would lean out and say, "Wait, I don't want to get too many people in here in case there's evidence or something."
Hurry up and get in. There's a large silver bullet climbing up right behind me.
Ah, crap, okay.
Belthus, as you're climbing up, I need you to make a con roll for me, please.
Gotcha.
You are wearing a helmet, so I'm going to give you a boon on your
humble
roll.
and merciful. This is con? Okay. Jeez!
Oh, 2 dragons in a row!
This is... Am I cheating?
What is this?
We're getting lucky rolls.
Wow, that helmet is protecting you. That's
anything
for sure.
good like that. This is some.
It's to make up for the bad internet.
It's your internet's way of apologizing. Connery, are you coming up?
When you guys are like climbing up, you guys are rustling these flowers, and it's causing the scent to just be even exaggerated from what it was before. Like it's just you're knocking the pollen and stuff out around, and it's just making it.
Hack some of them down when you're climbing up.
No.
We can sell them.
Can I look around for any evidence of anyone being here recently as my friends are climbing in with me?
Yeah, go ahead and make an awareness roll for me. Yes.
I make it. Barely, but I make it.
Okay. Primarily as you're looking around, it doesn't look like this room has been like messed with probably a long time. Mm-hmm. One thing you do find interesting is the door. There's a door that leads out of this room, more towards center of the spire, and it's ajar inward towards you. Mm-hmm. And on top of the door, there seems to be a wooden bucket.
Can I just want to throw... I'll take one of the white death teeth.
Okay.
And just hawk it at the bucket to try to make it fall.
Okay, go ahead and make an agility roll for me. Let's see how good your aim is. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, this tooth. Mm-hmm. Whip it at the bucket. Mm-hmm. Hits the bucket. It kind of deflects off of it, mm-hmm. and then rattles off in the corner. It seems like what you hit it with wasn't like strong enough,
heavy enough
to knock whatever this is over.
Can I just shoot an arrow at it then?
Sure. As you're getting your arrow ready, Geyer is like climbing through the window.
I just don't want to be near it when it
falls. On the rope at once.
Yes.
Geyer's basically got a helmet up his rear end. He's getting shoved in the window.
I miss because I'm distracted as Geyer's stumbling in.
Yeah, it actually hits the door underneath it.
Wait a
Geyer's seeing that the bow and arrow is out and she's shooting at something. Turns back to Belthus. Enemies! There are enemies in here! She's shooting at things! Hurry up!
Let's shooting a bucket! I'm shooting a bucket! Oh my gosh!
Wait,
actually, as you scream this, Geyer, you guys hear from maybe a floor above? You guys hear this booming voice. I can hear you down there! Get out of my house or I'll turn you all into toads!
I wouldn't mind being a toad.
No response.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Is this your bucket?
If we're still on the rope, how are we all gonna get down on the other side?
I've moved out of the way. You guys are able to climb in the window. This is just
you guys can
silly.
climb in the window. Yeah. She's in the room.
Kalska is gonna go, forget it, and sneak over to the slightly ajar door. Okay. And not move the door so the bucket doesn't move. And she'll pick up her white death tooth that she threw on the way. And just call into like the hallway. Excuse me? Sir or madam who yelled at us to be toads.
So you're just like walking up to the cracked door and yeah, okay.
Calling out.
I'm gonna move you guys to a new map.
Okay.
Here we go, and I'm gonna pull your tokens out to where you guys are. Nice. You guys can. So Kalsika, you are right here. Work. Oh, there. Kalsika, there. Do you see yourself now?
Yeah.
Geyer, you just came out of the window there. I'm gonna say you guys are coming through the right window here. Belthus, I think, was after. Then Conry came up. Now Albert is not gonna be able to climb up this rope with you guys, so he's gonna hang out outside. And then to Numeral, you pop into the window as well as you guys find yourself in what would probably at one time was a kitchen. But it looks like this place has been stripped of every utensil it had. Somebody at one point in time was in here at some point and basically stole everything and ransacked the place.
Yeah.
So my first thought when coming through the window and entering the tower is to regroup with my...
How are you able to move over there?
I don't know what just happened.
Weird.
Okay.
Like
to regroup with Albert.
I must not have something set right. She like teleported to the other side of the map.
You definitely don't now because I can see through the wall.
You can see through the walls? Weird.
Yeah.
I can't.
Like I can see what's right over here. I can see what's right there.
I can
It's
see
grayed
some
out.
light.
You can see that?
Yeah, it's like
I
it's
cannot.
gray, but I can see it.
Weird.
Yeah.
Dynamic lighting is set up in sport mode, daylight mode. Oh, I turned daylight
I wonder if
mode
it's
off.
because the crack of the door.
How about that? Did that work?
I can't see
now I
anything
can-
now.
I turned it bad.
I can't. Yeah, I can't see anything.
Can't see anything now.
Well,
Okay.
everything's grayed out.
Yeah, it's gray. I don't see my friends.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, the tokens are gone and it's grayed out.
Okay, how about that? Better?
Yeah. That's
So
good.
now the bottom room we're all in is still the same, but that top room is grayed out. It looks like I've been. It looks like I've been in the room before.
That's weird. Something must have glitched out.
No
That's
worries.
weird.
Maybe when I accidentally dragged
Wait,
myself
Connery, don't go
into
through
it.
the door. There's a bucket up there.
Yeah, there is a bucket
No,
just
I was
chilling at the
looking
top of
to
that
see,
door.
but-
And I know it says,
Yeah.
I know it looks like it's a jar that way, but it's
That's the other
actually,
way.
it's the other
Yeah.
way. So it's
I
actually,
figured. Casca just calls out what I said, sir or madam, who threatened us into being toads.
yeah, it sounded like a really gravelly female voice.
Yeah, well, Casca can't tell the difference right now. She's just focusing on the fact that they threatened to turn us into toads.
So, like I was saying, I'm trying to focus on regrouping with Albert. Do I see any way that this room goes downward instead of upwards?
In this room, all you see is another window on the other side. But there's no way to get down or up from here.
Can we reach the bucket? Like, is the bucket like?
It's on top of a door. Yeah,
can.
like yeah, somebody can.
can.
All right, I'm gonna just take the bucket off the door.
Okay, yeah, it's filled with some kind of powder.
Yeah, put that down carefully. And Casca's still waiting for a response from this person.
Can I sniff the powder?
Of course,
Do that.
I do not condone this behavior.
it smells pretty bad.
What smells worse, the powder or Connery?
The powder.
It's a
Powder.
tough call.
We'll set it aside carefully so we don't have any.
Connery throwing himself under the bus.
Let's push through this door then, huh?
Wait. This is somebody's house. Like,
I'd call it more of a tower.
Casca's still waiting for a response. Nothing?
Geyer's going to try calling out
Alright.
where it doesn't seem like Kelsey is getting a response. Excuse me, we were sent here by some local wood elves. They were seeking your aid with perhaps locating something. They said you may be able to assist.
Nothing?
You guys wait for a while, wait for a while.
Then I'll
Still
go through the door.
no response.
Casca carefully goes to the door once they're not responding.
Okay.
Such
Okay,
a
we're coming
rude
up
house.
to see you.
All right, so when you guys walk through this door, you guys see that there is a... here it is. This room is dominated by a... Wait. Yes. This room is dominated by a huge fireplace and an ancient table of red oak. On the table are 4 clay jugs and 2 wooden plates. The floor is covered with broken furniture and other debris. There are 4 doorways out of the room, one in each direction.
Geyer's going to pick the door to the right and just sort of lean up against it and start listening. Do I hear anything?
Make an awareness roll.
Casca's gonna go around the table to the top of the room.
Okay.
And are those stairs?
Okay, Kalsika, as you're moving around the room, all of a sudden you feel something like, as you step one time, you feel something get a little bit like there's like a tension, and then it's almost as if something is coming rapidly towards your face. Make an evade roll for me, please.
Okay.
All right, you quickly like jump out of the way or move your head very quickly as you stepped on a rake and the rake like flung up towards your face and you were able to dodge the handle of it, like smacking you right in the nose.
Your house is very messy.
It's the den of a trickster.
Geyer, you don't hear anything, but there is some kind of smell coming from inside, and it doesn't smell very good.
Yes. Go smell. Geyer's going to open the door and take a look at it.
Yeah, I think you should be able to open that. And it is the bathroom. And you get a blast of this scent as it hits you. I need you to make a con roll.
Oh no.
I should be immune to this. I live with dogs and Connery.
And actually, what I'm going to do, since Belthus is right next to you, Belthus make a con roll too.
Alrighty.
Oh, man. Another one.
Oh,
Belthus's helmet is helping him a lot.
Big guy or pondering life.
This is so nasty. It smells awful. Geyer, it says that you would take the condition of being dazed, but since you're already dazed, you must take another condition of your choice.
Geyer immediately turns towards Belthus and just...
Well, that's
Hope that doesn't rust my boots. I suspect then we won't be searching the latrine for treasure there, Sir Mallard.
Geyer looks at the door
room at Belthus, like, what the hell?
It just takes out like...
Do the stair, like this area that I'm looking through that looks like stairs on the map, are they up or downstairs?
Those stairs lead up.
Okay guys, do we want to go up and find the person who threatened to turn us into toads, or do you want to go down and try to find Albert?
Perhaps we should go see this.
We've already met Albert, so I'd say meet the one who turned us into...
Let me check something. I want to make sure I'm being accurate.
We're regrouping with Albert.
I said
he can't fit up the stairs.
They also lead down. My apologies.
Oh, they go both. Okay.
They do go both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kowska's... Wait, hold on a second. I want to look for any debris that's gonna smack me in the face before I go up these stairs.
Okay. As you're looking around, it does appear, to your knowledge, as you're looking around, that the rake is the only thing that you could step on that would, like, smack you in the face.
Oh, Jesus, wrong roll.
And it does look like it was purposely laid in the way that it was.
That seems rude. Kowska's gonna start going up the stairs because she's like, this is a weird tower, and someone, like, we're in your house and you're telling us to leave, but you're not doing anything about it. So now Kowska's like, you either deserve to get robbed or, like, come talk to us and stop being rude. So,
Connery, what are you observing with your?
I was looking around for the additional rakes or gardening tools.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. You don't really find. I mean, there's a ton of debris here, but you don't really find any, like, additional things. I mean, you could take the rake if you guys wanted to take the rake.
maybe I just fight on the way out, but we'll see.
So there's still a bunch of stuff on the table, a couple old ceramic jugs and things like that. But other than that, there's not really anything that you guys can see of any value.
No, this is like a spiraling staircase, like a
yeah.
turn. So if I went down halfway, I could just peek and see what's on that floor beneath me.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Go for it. You want to go down and look?
What do I see, Michael?
Well, first of all, it's very dark in the room. So it's hard to see without any light source if you're gonna...
Oh, yeah, I can cast light. Choop.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, perfect. I will take... I think I can take you to a new map by yourself.
A whole new world.
Yeah, I can. Take you. I'll drag you to this map. I will paste you right here. And shift ping you, so you can you see?
Yes.
Okay.
I can also see two Connerys.
You can see two Connerys?
Yeah, there's one outside the tower by the door.
I'd preset you guys outside the door just in case.
Oh, okay.
So just concentrate on the Connery to the north.
All right. So
there is a bottom floor. It looks like it's filled with, like, rubble and debris, and it looks like it's just like seems like pieces of like collapsed wall and other collapsed objects and broken up object. There's large flies that are buzzing all around, and the air's like relatively humid in this chamber.
Okay. But as far as looking out for any dangers, you want an awareness roll, or you just want me to?
Well, if you're looking for dangers, like
Looking for enemies,
you'd have to kind of
somebody
like
lurking?
go kind of like into the room to inspect. I mean, you can make an awareness roll from there, but you're gonna have to like really like get in there to
All right, so I'll
to
come
dig around.
here, and then I'll do awareness from there. I still got. Well, I'm considered indoors now, correct?
Yes.
So birdsong is not active. So here's one without. Well, no, I'm going to use that boon that you gave me earlier.
There you go.
All right, there we go. We got a success.
The room just appears empty.
Roomy. All right, so making a move forward.
Okay.
Making my way downtown.
Did he really run down there alone?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can see this door has like one of those like there's like a bracket and it has a bar across it, and that's what's causing the door to be locked on.
All right. I would like to attempt to open the door.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, like you grab it and it easily slides and it's unlocked. Go ahead and
Good,
unlock
because
the door,
strength
please.
is not my strong point. So I'm going to
no
go ahead and let
longer
Mr.
locked.
Albert in.
Okay. Now, I'm going to rule that this
Door locked.
it shouldn't be locked. I unlocked it.
It won't let me in.
Weird. Well,
There we go.
what I'm going to say, so Albert has to be in his natural environment, correct? Based on the rules.
I believe so. Let's look at the chat bubble. It says the animal follows you as long as it remain in its natural environment.
I'm going to argue that you're going into a tower. So it's not a cave. And it's not the forest. So I'm going to say Albert probably isn't going to come in here with you.
I don't know. Albert, you sit out there.
He's very uncomfortable about getting near the roses and the scent that they're putting off.
Than the average bear.
That's right.
Smarter than the average duck.
Says Geyer with multiple conditions on his character sheet right now.
Hey, if they don't have rose bushes in Outskirt, I was going to make a killing selling roses.
The
Who your
entrepreneur.
friend? Who your donkey?
What do I see here on the way back to the stairs? What's this?
That is the fireplace.
Oh. Albert, if you don't follow me in here, you're gonna go in that fireplace. And go back upstairs.
Okay.
Whee!
I'll grab your thing and just I think I can make it. Can I?
I'll just leave him guarding the front door. Albert, kill anything that comes near.
I'll put you back. Oh, it let me do that. There you go.
That's right. What Dogs for Life said. Pose for the portrait.
So while Connery was doing that, were you guys just waiting for him, or did you want to go up the stairs with?
I was waiting for
Okay.
screams of trauma. So
Mhm.
when we didn't hear that, I
Geyer probably would have tried to sneak past.
I have a
Calc
very
a little
high
bit.
scream trauma.
You were going to try to sneak past Calcica?
Yeah,
To
just
go
sort
in
of
front of me.
glide by her and
It
try
would,
to.
it'd be like nearly impossible to sneak by somebody on this staircase because it's not very big. So it's
just trip over me when you try.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Calcium starts when Geyer starts trying to slide by, she gets the sense that he just wants to keep going, so she'll start going up.
As you guys are getting into this stairwell and you start climbing up, you hear ghostly whispers start to fill the staircase. I need everybody to make a will roll. Resist fear.
Don't have to. Ha 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 ha.
Can we
Fearless.
Can we
Ooh,
push
that's
this?
a
You
fail.
can push if you choose to. Yeah.
All right, I'm definitely gonna push.
Yeah, I'm gonna push as well.
No!
Oh no!
Kalska
Numeral.
uses Fearless and avoids getting afraid.
Uses fearless.
Nice.
There you go. How many willpower does it cost for that?
Whoa.
2.
2. Oh, Connery pushes for another dragon. Look at that.
Because of my recent run-in with Halfling Rum, I'm gonna take Sickly.
Okay, you got it.
It's just, it's still in my...
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do something here because there's one rule in Dragonbane that I'm not really excited about. It's the fact that when you guys make these will rolls, they're based on just abilities that you don't get any rewards for rolling a dragon or a demon because you don't get a advancement point for those. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say that since you pushed it, you rolled that dragon, I'm gonna say you don't have to take the condition.
Oh, okay.
As a benefit.
Full and merciful.
Yeah.
Still
So
grew
that's
up on the
one.
stars
That's
and
one
stairs.
part of the game that I've saw some people complaining in forums about, and I kind of agree with it. So
That's what we get for all those demons we rolled.
yeah.
Don't ask.
So who did
You're not already
fail?
at 4
Did anybody
conditions.
fail? Belthus, you failed. You don't want to push it.
I pushed and also failed.
You failed. Pushed and also failed. So that is resisting against
The
fear.
demon.
That's a very
Demon.
nice heroic ability, Kalska.
Very nice.
Yep.
Attacks table.
Yeah, because
so
I imagine that's gonna happen often.
Belthus.
Mhm.
Rolling a D8 for you.
Oh, golly.
I rolled a 2. You are shaken. You suffer the scared condition as you're hearing these ghostly whispers. Okay. And now this is for numeral 3. You are panting. The intense fear leaves you out of breath and makes you exhausted. So you now have the exhausted
Alright.
condition. Is everybody else I think is safe, correct? Yep. So yeah, these whispers are just sending chills down your spines.
Kalska's skipping up the stairs. She's
Can
fine.
everyone who hears this, I want you to go ahead and also roll languages
Mm.
to see if you can hear what the whispers are saying.
I can hear it.
All right.
I can just barely hear it.
Elsika hears it. To numerals
I can't.
can't.
I apologize for that outburst. My cat attacked my leg.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, thank God. You thought your language was bad.
Conry, you can make a languages roll if you haven't already.
Oh, sorry.
See if you pick up on this.
I was trying to survive.
Look
at that.
Look at
All
that.
right,
3
success.
on a 6. There you go. Good. So you guys can hear these whispers, and it seems that they're saying, "Over moon, underground, fall the stars."
Miss Legends roll for if that sounds like a poem or something we've ever heard.
It definitely sounds like a poem or a song or something, but it doesn't sound like anything you've ever heard without even making a roll.
Guy's gonna look a little further up the stairs and go, well, is it over moon underground? That's really rather vague, don't you think? Could you be a little more specific if you're telling us to climb to the top or dig ourselves down?
The whispers don't seem to respond to you. They just keep on saying the same phrase over and over again.
I'm not talking to the bleeding whispers. I'm talking to the crazy person who lives upstairs.
You get no
Kalska just
you get no
keeps go-
response from the person living upstairs,
Kalska just keeps going
but you still hear the
upstairs.
ghostly whispers.
Guy is right behind now, just starting to get.
Kalska
Anything.
just goes up
Close.
the stairs.
Remember
Skipping out
that
on the
video
staircase.
game, the old RPG video game where you tried to talk to something and you can't respond. It's a corpse.
All right, I'm going to move you guys to the next map and put your tokens out. And I'm going to paste you guys. I can't get you all in the stairwell, but I'm going to get you
Ooh,
close.
nice.
So,
Yeah, that fire's
Hey.
fancy.
Whoa, that's
Um,
cool.
Look, Tinny, fire. Go play.
Go play.
Get your salamander.
yeah, so as you guys go into this room, you can see there is a bunch of stuff everywhere. You can see that the room is cluttered with bottles, flasks, pots, jars, mortars, and pestles, ladles, dried herbs, and glass beakers containing parts of various, looks like monsters or bugs or other things. Everything you could possibly need to make all sorts of strange potions or concoctions. There's smoke from the fire in the center of the room that rises through several cracks in the ceiling, and up there you can see there's an open sky through red and black roses. Like, you can actually, like, see where you can, like, well, you could, like, climb up through to the roof.
We don't see anybody in the room?
You don't see anybody in the room.
Casca just pokes her head into the room since she would have been the first one in the room.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "Hello. We're not here to sell you anything."
We might be here to buy something.
We're trying to figure out what's with this tower.
Well, this is an interesting place.
You hear, coming from, like, back behind in the room somewhere, you hear a voice that sounds a little bit familiar from what you heard before. You hear, "What are you doing in my house? Leave at once!"
We just said we're trying to figure out the tower. We didn't know anybody lived here. We were told it was ruins.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's not ruined, it's my home.
Okay, can we talk? I don't like talking to the air. I feel like a crazy person.
Make a persuasion roll, Calcica.
I'm cute. Let it work, please. It works. I'm cute.
Behind one of the large tables back there behind the fire, you see eyes start to creep up above, like little hands like come up.
Kind of like how Casca climbed into the window, but just bigger than her, probably.
And you see someone that looks like... I will... Players? Go to everyone. You see somebody that looks like this.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, it's a thing.
She looks like an elderly troll with, like, kind of like dirty, like, rags and, like a head kind of... what do you call it? Like a head shawl kind of thing pulled over, a little bit of like little jewelry that looks like it might have been, she might have made it herself or something like that. And she's just,
tall is? She's crouching.
She's crouching. I mean, you can't tell, but she definitely looks a lot smaller than the troll that you guys fought. But
nobody mentioned the troll.
Part of it might have something to do with her age.
Yeah.
She looks very old. But she's kind of like creeping, looking over the table at all of you as you guys are approaching. And
Casca's just waving, like, "Hi, I really didn't mean to come in your house. I thought this was empty."
Why have you come?
Well, looking for someone.
Who are you looking for?
An elf, but not like these two. A different elf. Have you seen any other elves lately?
No elves here.
What elf?
Just Harga. No elves here.
Your name's Harga?
Hi, Harga.
I'm Calcica.
You have some mighty interesting vials around the room. Are these tinctures or medicines?
Some are.
Are they antidotes?
Yes.
Oh, we could be in use of antidotes.
Are there poisons too?
Yeah, in the item section.
Yes, that's my specialty.
Do you like to trade, or do you like for things to be
How
bought
long
with
have you
gold?
lived here?
Lived here many months.
Trade or gold? What's your preference?
Trade.
Casca pulls out from the pocket one of her white death teeth.
Not trade for item.
Okay, trade
for task.
Connery's clearly getting impatient thinking about Albert sitting outside all his lonesome. Look,
Meanwhile, Albert's just passed out, sleeping in the front, like.
I don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you the duck keeps all the money and doesn't pay me a lot. But what I do have is a very depressing lack of skills. Skills I should have acquired over a very long span of failure. A lack of skills that make me a nuisance for people like you. If you tell us where the elf is now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you, I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will find you and I will burden you.
Me?
Geyer is
And,
literally
is
turned.
there intimidation in this game? Is there intimidation a skill?
Bluffing?
We can go with bluffing if
Would
you feel
probably be bluffing for
Geyer
Conrad.
is just staring at Conrad right now. Like,
I was trying to make a friend, Conry. What the heck?
She kind of ducks back down under the table a little bit at this Conry, and is like, "There is no elf here. I told you there's no elf."
Conry, cut it out. I'm trying to make a friend. You got to make friends with a bear.
You want to keep a pet?
Only elf, and she
Troll?
points to Belthus and to Numeral.
Okay, so you haven't seen the other elf. That's fine.
you said you would be willing to trade for a task.
What kind of
Yes.
What are you offering, and what is his task?
Offer
The offer.
great treasure
Such as?
and potions.
Such as?
What? Well, what is his task?
So, there's crypt beneath tower, said to have untold locked treasure,
Okay.
but needs small favor.
Mm-hmm.
A pack of screeching harpies make their home upon the roof.
We've killed harpies before.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't like harpies.
They have stolen key to the crypt below. If you drive them off or kill them, you can take the key to the treasure.
Hmm.
And do you want the treasure down below, or do you just want access to the whole tower and for people to leave you alone?
I want the nuisance harpies gone.
So you don't care about the stuff in the basement?
No, harpies gone, treasure yours.
Casca just looks at Geyer.
Geyer takes a couple of steps forward. But I believe we're having a court, miss.
She doesn't seem to be interested in shaking your hand as she kind of backs away a little bit more, untrusting of you, Geyer.
Casca just looks at Conry like, come on, dude.
I don't know. I've
You-
heard tales. It's very difficult to get rid of harpies.
We've
Have you
killed like
lived-
4 already. What are you doing?
Have you lived here long?
She told us she's lived here many months.
Months. Okay. How did you come to hear of this tower?
Well, I need a place to work on my concoctions.
Mm. Were you familiar at all with this tower before you came to live here? Or have you learned about it since?
No, I just made it my own.
Hmm.
Oh, you said antidotes. And she kind of like crawls out from under the table and goes over to like a broken shelf that's laying over on the side, and she grabs like what looks to be like two bottles. And harpy's gone. Give you these.
Oh.
Do.
She's got 2 of them like in her hands.
But what do they do?
If you get sick or have any ailments, you'll clear you right up.
We found the antidotes finally.
Nice.
I heard of that potion of Ipecac.
In Conry's case, potion of rum.
Why does this lady remind me of Grub?
Oh, the voice is similar. Wow.
Geyer is looking out
Michael
the
is
window.
no voice actor.
So wait a
I
second.
don't DM.
You are
Can I-
very, very skilled, Harga. Do you have any other skills or talents?
This is my forte. It's a lot of fun. And she starts like smiling and she's looking over there. And then she starts to sing a song and she's like, over moon, underground, for the stars.
Yeah,
Will
Harga,
you-
where did you we heard that because we were coming up the stairs. What does
Do you
that
know
mean?
what that is?
I don't, but I hear it all the time. Kind of catchy after a while. And she's like humming it as she's like walking around, like moving things and taking
Casca
different
starts humming with
ingredients
her because she's just
and
Casca's just lost it at this point too.
stuff.
Geyer's looking out the window over here, How high up? How much further up is the roof?
2 meters? No, it'd be probably 3 meter. 2.5 to 3.
And there's
Harka?
still flowers and everything growing up all the way up?
Yeah, it's super heavy like here. Your best bet is to find a way to like go up through the actual like roof, where it's kind of like broken up a little bit more, and you can see the sky above.
Harka, is there a way to get on the roof without climbing on the flowers?
You have a rope?
Yeah,
Rope would work.
but you don't have. There's no ladder to the top or stairs up top. It's just you know.
This lady's like a fountain of knowledge here.
Geyer's going to look. I'm going to try to place myself right underneath one of the opening.
Okay.
And just sort of looking up at it and look over it to numeral and look back up and look over it to numeral.
Wait. She can't levitate all of us up, and if there's going to be a fight, we all need to be up there together.
Unless we draw them in.
I don't think she wants to fight in her room.
No harpies in here. Harpies break all my stuff.
Yeah. Let's see.
We could go outside and try to draw the harpies to the ground.
Kalsika,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you come over and give me a hug?
Okay. Kalska runs over and hugs Geyer.
And
Okay.
Geyer, as Kalsika's
Gonna
running over,
throw.
he's going to try to signal to numeral to be like,
Push us both up.
So I'm gonna come stand. Would you say we could all stand within 1 meter of each other?
3
How
feet
big is a meter?
within 5 people.
Yeah,
That's 3 feet.
3 feet.
hug?
that is one very tight group hug.
That's
But
a tight
That's
group
one
hug.
tight hug, yeah.
How high is this hole in the wall?
I think you said 3 meters to the ceiling, to the roof.
It'd be the equivalent of like 10 feet, like a 10-foot ceiling.
What's that?
That would be every 3 foot is a meter, right?
that's going to be
Yeah,
like 3 meters.
So 3
points.
meters.
Yeah.
3 meters high. Great. So I'm gonna try something.
Uh-oh.
Are we all gonna try to stand on a 1 meter space, or just us 3?
It seems like Belthus is coming over to join in on the hug.
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
we're group hugging.
Group hugging? Yep.
Conria, you're going to get in on this action?
Sooner we do this, the sooner we get back to the... Alright, have fun hanging out with Hagro.
I'm gonna give you this, Belthus, and she's gonna tuck the little feather, the Thunderbird feather, into Belthus's armor and take it off her necklace.
Okay.
And we're gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna try to cast Stone Pillar and see what happens.
Stone pillar. Oh.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Push? You're not gonna push it?
You can push
You
it
can
if you'd
push it.
like. Take a condition if you choose to.
Okay. I'm gonna be disheartened because I'm trying to do something cool and it's not working.
Oh
my
no! So you guys all had Tenumeral tell you that she was really trying something new, and she's trying to hone in on her magic, but nothing seems to happen.
Pretty subtle.
Arga's kind of like
Yeah.
sitting there cautiously as you're doing this, like looking over.
So this didn't work. I'm gonna try to cast it one more time. I'm gonna try to cast it one more time.
Okay,
You
That
know,
time it
this is
worked.
not.
right?
No.
No?
Elementalism is only a 6.
Oh no!
So this was unsuccessful. I'm gonna push it one more.
Okay. What condition are you
Where we-
taking this time?
Where we trained, is
quickly.
there any way that I can try to help her where we train together?
You don't know
Or
Pillar,
is-
do you?
Nope.
Probably not.
You're right. Yeah, no, it's not working. Elementalism is just not working so well for me, it seems like. Sorry, guys. I'll
Just
keep
awkwardly
this back.
hugging in the middle of a troll.
Yeah, everybody's just like hugging in the middle of the room and nothing's happening.
Now that we've had that tender moment, time to climb.
Mr. Geyer, did you get the grappling hook out of the window?
Geyer will run back downstairs, grab the grappling hook, run back up, and then try to chuck it up at the ceiling.
Did anybody pick up the rake?
Yeah, somebody did, I thought.
No.
Oh, have fun, Geyer.
You said you ran downstairs, right?
Yep.
Make an evade roll for me.
Oh my god.
No, you just barely missed the rake hitting you in the face.
As it is out in all of you hear from downstairs, it's just
Hey down there.
Is that the rake,
The
Mr.
hell just
Geyer?
happened?
and then nothing. A few minutes the guy comes back, rope and the grappling hook. I threw the rake out the window.
Albert is just watching the rake fly down.
I made sure to avoid the wagon, the donkeys, and the dogs. I make no promise for Albert. And then he'll try to chuck the grappling hook up at the ceiling.
Agility roll last time.
Yep, roll agility.
I made notes of it, so it's in our notes, so we can find things.
Nice.
Push it, or the grappling hook comes down.
I'm going to push it.
All right.
I'm a little disheartened that Tenumeral and I had this moment. We had an epic plan, and it just didn't come together.
Yeah.
He's feeling guilty because he feels like he put her on the spot.
It looked great on paper.
And it succeeds. There it is. So you feel like the grappling hook attached to the top, and it seems to have a good firm hold.
Let's start going.
Right.
Onward and upwards.
Climbing.
So you guys are climbing up here. I'm not gonna force a roll for this. You guys climb on up to the rooftop. I'm gonna move you guys there. Grab Connery here. I can't remember if I made the. Yeah, I did. I'll pull you guys away from the fire so I don't accidentally grab the fire and take it to the.
Whoa.
You might as well bring it up. We're just going to light the building on fire
You're
anyway.
gonna burn it all down. That's right.
Yeah.
All this hard work I did on these maps, and you're just gonna burn it down.
Sounds like every Young Adventurers League that I've been a part of.
That's right. That's
Like
exactly it.
every game of any tabletop that's ever existed.
Ooh,
Ooh.
it's pretty.
But here's where you are.
Is that water in the center?
It's so shiny.
Actually, you guys would be more over. You guys would be over that big opening right
the
there.
hole.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's more where you guys would have come up.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, what you guys see is, it's the top of the tower is open to the sky, and there's that sweet stench of those roses is just like overwhelming up here. There's huge black and rose bushes that cling to the walls all over the place. In the middle, you see a shallow pool of dirty rainwater with big dark feathers floating on the surface.
Mm.
I was going to hop into the water.
Just splashes in.
Mallards.
It's just rainwater that's been collecting here.
Start throwing the feathers out.
Okay.
Can I look
might
up
make-
for the harpies?
Look up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she said, there's harpies up here, but we're not immediately attacked as we climb up a rope, so I'm assuming they're not sitting here.
Actually, what I need everybody to do right now is I need everybody as you're looking around, go ahead and make awareness rolls with a Bane.
Wait, do I get my birdies back?
I succeed. Where were these rolls when I was trying to roll under a 6?
Hey,
Bird song would count because you're considered technically outside.
Okay, so
if it's still like
shift, yeah.
Yeah.
I succeeded.
That did not look good. So I'm gonna push it. And take my sickly
Sickly, okay.
from halfling realm. Still,
That's right.
I'm blaming your people.
Yeah.
It's not even. I didn't even make it. I bought it from friggin' what's her face.
Halfling realm.
You just
So-
aren't good. You aren't tough enough. It's fine.
So who failed? Did anybody fail? Belthus
Mm,
failed.
I did, but I pushed.
Which so Belthus is the only one that technically failed tonight.
Yep,
On this-
that
okay.
helmet. That helmet.
Yep, that helmet blocking your view. All of a sudden, like bursting out of these rose bushes at the sides, you see. In fact, you've seen them before because remember they were attacking you. Why you? Whenever you guys were headed north, and you guys.
Why were they attacking him?
These 3 harpies come like just blasting out of the thorn bushes. And right now, basically what's going to happen is Belthus is caught off guard. So he's going to have the last initiative card no matter what. Like it's going to be, he's at the bottom.
Wait.
So we're going to roll, we're going to, not roll, we're going to grab initiatives here. Then I will get us in.
I wasn't.
Get the right tokens going. Oh, yep.
And I am going to use my 2 will points for my lightning past.
Gotcha. Sure. Turn. Yeah, the water's not
So
going
I
to
don't know if you saw it in the chat. As soon as we came out here, I casted Protector rank 3 on Belthus.
Okay. Elvis, you
Thank
have
you.
a Protector rank 3 on you. So, Geyer, I've got 2 on there for you. I also have to add turn for each of the. And I can give card. And what I'll do is I'll change Belthus to 10. So he gets the bottom card. Failed that roll. And Geyer, it looks like you have a choice between a 3 and a 5. So I'm assuming you're going to take.
I'll take the 5.
Take
I'm
the
going to let
5?
Kalska see what Kalska's plan is before I
Okay.
jump into things.
Take the 5. Okay, let me change the music for us and we'll get started with our first round. Find some. For us. And as the turn happens, it seems like one of these folks gets the jump on you guys. Just double check their movements.
A duck in water. Who would have thought it?
Hey, you give me water, I'm going to go for a swim.
Wow, they can move 24 meters.
Dang. And how much is each block again? 2 meters?
2 meters. Yeah, so this one gets right up on Geyer. Flies up to him. And is going to roll. Okay. Here. Roll a d6 and see what it does. 6.
Yeah, you know, that's going to be good.
So this harpy starts to open its mouth. And all of a sudden it does this.
Great.
As it starts to regurgitate towards you. So you can parry. This can be dodged, or you can parry it with a shield if you choose to. If not, what you will do is you must choose a condition of your choice to take. That's what happens on this attack.
I will take a condition.
Okay. So, you guys watch this harpy comes flying up towards Geyer, and just vomit just flies out of its mouth and just covers Geyer as it's doing like this flyby. And that ends its turn. Bring us to another one of these folks. This one actually comes flying up towards Conry and rolls a 5. So that is okay, so harpies are kind of weird because they're supposed to be like a swarm. So basically what I'm going to have this do is called mass attack. Basically splits its attacks up. So since Tenumeral is directly next to Conry, it's going to try to like basically sweep by and it's going to like rake its claws across Conry and then like try to just keep on going and rake across Tenumeral and rake across Belthus. Can
I try to Guardian the one with Tenumeral because she's adjacent?
You totally could. Absolutely.
All right, I will do that.
Okay. So Guardian means it's going to target you for the attack, right?
Yeah. Well, we're not both within 2 meters of the harpy, so maybe that's not...
Yeah, that might not work then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's swinging by you. You guys can dodge this attack if you choose to, because you still have your turn for the round.
Well,
it's a D8 damage.
I'm gonna suffer.
I'm sure Belthus can take a D8.
I'm gonna risk it.
Risk it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Test out that new armor.
Oh,
whoa, nice.
Conry easily like backs off the attack as the claws are raking through, but the harpy keeps pushing forward and tries to claw across to Numeral and does 7 damage. You soak 2 though because of your armor.
Okay.
You take 5 points of damage, and then here's the Belthus as it sweeps by an 8.
Wow.
Doesn't get through the
armor. It can't even hit him.
So I take a pretty nasty scratch. I'm down to 10 out of 15 points.
Yeah, so it kind of rakes through, and then...
That was a third of my life scratched away.
That brings us to Kalsika with Geyer on deck.
Kalsika's going to run and jump into the water with Geyer and stab at this one with her dagger.
Geyer's water splashes all over you.
I'm getting a little clean.
So I hit and I do 8 damage.
8 damage.
My Violine dagger.
Nice. 8 points.
And I'm just standing like right, kind of like not in front of Geyer because I can't really get in front of anybody because I'm too tall or too short. But I just look up at the harpy going, "He doesn't want your breakfast leftovers, you weirdo."
Yeah, as you slash through that harpy, like you see a massive wound put in the side of it. Like crimson starts pouring out of the wound, and it seems like it's starting to flutter a little bit as it's trying to regain its balance from the attack.
That's it. Protecting my duck.
Okay, you got it. Right, that brings us to Geyer.
Okay. So, Geyer has just come to the realization as he is now feeling so many different things that both of his weapons are technically in the wagon because they are both metal.
Wait, but we talked about metal things not affecting your magic.
Well, magic items.
Magic metal.
Magic items don't, but my regular metal dagger and my metal warhammer.
Mm.
So, Geyer is going to
tooth?
Torch?
You have a tooth?
Circle around and pull out that elongated dragon tooth that he was saving to make a dagger out of.
Okay.
And is going to basically treat this tooth like a dagger and try to drive it into the back of this thing.
Okay. Good. Just make a like knives roll.
Hey!
It hits. Right. I'm gonna say because the tooth isn't kind of like worked on yet, I would say it's only gonna do a D4 damage.
Okay. Now, do I add my agility modifier to it as well?
Yeah, because if you have agility, yeah, it can be agility damage too, because that's agility based. Oh.
Takes this tooth and just...
You drive it through the harpy, and honestly, you drive the harpy down into the water, and it's motionless, floating there in the water.
Well, damn.
I'm gonna pull the tooth out and... and then turn to look at the one that's still over in the bush.
Hmm?
And just hold the tooth up and try to get a sort of crazy look on my face. Like,
It kind of gets like a crazy look back.
got the tooth out like I'm gonna start licking the blood off and like, yeah.
I feel like Kalska and Geyer go back to back and are like this at the last turn.
And it thinks about it for a moment and then decides to flutter towards Geyer. And it rolls a d6 to see what it does. That's a 2. A 2 is...
Being puked on again.
Huh. Who's, obviously, I think Belthus is wearing the most metal.
Yeah.
This attack says the harpies flock together and attack the player who wears the most metal. So basically what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to have basically this one like ignores you two and like flies like around Kelsica and goes over towards Belthus. And they both try to attack on Belthus over here. Now Belthus, this is going to do 2d6. And if hit, the victim is also lifted in the air and dropped from a height of D3 plus 3 meters.
Oh. Now, do I have the opportunity to parry with a shield block? It can parry physical monster attacks.
Yes.
That normally cannot be parried.
Yes.
Do it!
You get a boon to your roll. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can do it.
Alrighty, so shields I just parry with a weapon skill.
There it is.
Yep, there it is.
So you see that both these harpies coming to you rapidly. You get that shield up and they just like scrape their claws off your shield and you can see sparks go flying everywhere from the top rooftops here. And they get frustrated and they start to fly up. And they're actually like up above you guys now, like fluttering around. So they're out of like melee range. Currently.
Really? I wanted to do melee.
You're pretty good with your bow. I think you'll be okay.
I know.
And actually,
Better with
to numeral,
knives.
it does bring us up to you with Connery on deck, and then Belthus to follow.
Okie dokie. So I'm going to do my bow and arrows.
Okay.
And I succeed.
Right. Which one were you firing at?
Oh, the one that sliced me up.
Okay. So this
I
one,
think it was one on the left.
this one right here. Yep.
What's my bow damage again? 1d10 plus d4.
Oh,
Jeez.
that
10.
10 damage from the arrow as it strikes. This one looks like it's badly hurt, but it's still fluttering around up there. Anything else on your turn to numeral?
If I like step away, will it have like a attack?
No, because they're up from you guys, so
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not technically within your range. So
Actually, I'm gonna stay next to Belthus.
okay.
I'm
Sure.
not gonna move.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
He's got some good abilities as long as you're close to him.
The metal man can protect
That's
me
right.
since I'm pretty scratched up. So that'll be
Yep.
it for me.
Connery, it's your turn.
All right. So. As a part of your movement, you can make a horizontal leap as long as half of your movement rate with a successful acrobatics roll. If the distance is a quarter of your movement or less, you do not need to roll for it. My movement is 16, so I'm going to jump 4 meters over. Why can't I select my character? There we go. Over this way.
Okay.
Actually, we'll land here instead. And I am going to use Musician for a boon for all of my allies.
All right.
And I am going to blow a raspberry at this harpy.
Okay. Nice. Very good. There it is.
I was gonna say, I felt like something was missing.
The
Was either that or
bagpipes.
White Snake.
Yeah, the sound permeates the air as you guys are now have boons on all your rolls. Speaking of that, Belthus, it's your turn. Unfortunately, these guys are flying a little bit up above you.
Yeah. Also, I used my action to parry, so
does
there's
that?
not much I
does
can
that?
do.
Yeah, you use your action to parry. Yep.
Yeah. So
So that
end
means,
turn.
yep, we're going to a new round. So I'm gonna shuffle these really quick.
I'm gonna use my ability again.
Gotcha. Let me add you one more time. Let's add a turn. Shuffle and heal. Heal them up. Oh, something didn't work. Let's try that again. It's because I added. Oh, you know what? I gotta take this guy off. Try that. Sometimes it needs some help. There we go. Now it fixed it. Oh, Gyra, 1 or a 3?
Take the 1 because there's a harpy right after that. So
You got it. So take the 1. Gotcha. All right. So Gyra, you're first up. What would you like to do?
Oh, okay, well, they're out of range right now, and I'm sure as heck not throwing my dragon tooth. So, Kyra is going to reach down into himself and try to cast a fireball.
Okay.
And we are going to aim at... You said one of them's looking rough, the other one...
One of them's got an arrow from Tenumeral, like right through its torso, and it's like
Yeah.
fluttering a little bit, like trying to keep itself in the air.
And the other one is looking like it's fine.
The other one looks fine, yeah. Doesn't look like it's
Okay,
been touched.
we're going to look at the one that looks like it's fine and try to
Okay.
fireball him.
Okay.
You trying to say that my raspberry had no effect on this gentleman?
Oh, that's right. I have a boon on my roll. Thank you for saying that.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
Powerful berries.
And it's
Yep, don't
and
forget.
upcasted, it's what? 2 points per spell level?
Yes, yes. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yep, those wonderful sounds continue to permeate, giving you confidence and encouragement.
Anyway, why not? Here we go. Fingers crossed. Nope, that fails.
That does.
Wait, why did it only roll 1?
So we roll 1? Yep, it only rolled 1.
Yeah, it did only roll 1.
You can go ahead and roll
Is there a
again.
condition or something in the way? Or?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, do you have a condition?
Yep.
Yep.
That's
What do you mean? Do you have a condition? Geyer is synonymous with condition.
Yeah, he has all the conditions. That's right.
Literally.
Yeah,
As he watches Geyer is pulling everything and gets this little tiny spark, starts to pull it together, and then just
nothing.
starts flailing around.
Would you like to move, Geyer? Or you
I'm just gonna look over and just glance down at this one. Do I see a key hanging around its neck?
You do not.
Okay.
All
Just
right.
circle around to get a little closer to Calcica.
This next heartbeat, I'm gonna go ahead and roll on the chart. See what it does. 4. Oh man, this is bad.
Oh?
I'm gonna roll a d6. 1, 2, and 3. It's gonna be Connery. 4, 5, and 6. Belthus. Connery, you're the lucky winner of this. It's coming down. It sweeps down for an eye gouge, and it tries to claw your eyes, Connery.
Oh my god.
This will do 2d6 piercing damage, and you'll be blinded for 1 stretch. Evade is successful. Good news. Connery ducks at the last minute as this thing tries to claw his eyes, and it flies back up in that moment that Connery had dodged back out of the way. Good move. Calcica, it's your turn.
They're both still in the area.
They are. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna shoot at it.
Okay, which one are you shooting at? The one that has an arrow through it, or the one that's just tried to gouge out Connery's eyes?
The one that just went for Connery's eyes.
Okay.
I feel like
I
it's
just
been
remembered, did we calculate Protector at all? Not that it mattered, because Belthus absorbs everything, but go ahead.
I don't. Yeah,
Are these magical attacks or?
I think Protector has only a
right,
magical.
right.
Yeah, and these
Sorry,
are these
I
are
forgot
just,
they're
yeah.
just dumb harpies.
I still have a boon from the bagpipes, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Do they end or? Oh no.
On Connery's
At his turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
on my turn. Yeah.
Did that roll correctly? Did it roll twice? It did. Okay. So I don't make it though.
That's a miss.
I miss.
Unless you
I'm
want to
not
try to push
pushing
it.
No.
Nope. The arrow just
More distraction at this
barely
point.
misses. Yeah, all the yeah, more distraction than anything. Yeah, that's right. Calcica, do you want to move or you want to stay put?
I'm gonna stay by Geyer, but I'm gonna look at the harpy I just missed and go, next time I won't miss you. Just looks like an angry child right now.
Gotcha. It's a numeral with Connery up after that.
Are any of them in melee range? Or are they-
Fortunately not. They're flying about probably 3 to 4 meters above you guys.
Okay, so I'll do another arrow shot.
Don't forget you got a boon.
Yep, you have a boon to your roll. Are you gonna aim for the one you hit before or the other one?
I'll aim for the other one.
Okay. I think that hits. That
Yeah, they
definitely
both
hits. Yep. You can roll your damage as you strike true with your arrows.
Let's see.
5 damage. It's another arrow. This one doesn't hit this one quite in the torso, but it hits it kind of more in like in the leg. You can see the arrow kind of peering out from its thigh. A strike, nonetheless.
And that's me. That's it.
Henri with Belthus on deck.
Bum, 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 bum.
So now the bagpipes are no longer playing. Oh, there we go, bumping them up again. Look at that.
Spoke too soon. That's gonna do it.
That's
Actually,
it.
I'm gonna stay
Just
in
gonna keep-
position. That way, I'm within melee range.
Okay, continues to play with Belthus now to go.
Alrighty, I'm gonna. I have my bow. I'm gonna aim at the one that's more wounded.
Okay, sure.
Now I think I have a bane from having the helmet on, but I get a boon from the lovely, lovely sounds of music.
Oh,
So I
absolutely.
should,
Yeah.
hopefully this will cancel out properly, as I'm gonna take a shot at the more damaged one.
You got it.
Oh no!
Oh no. That only rolled once, it looks like. Did you
Right,
because
because
it
bane and
canceled
boon
out.
offset. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yep. Well, that's a demon. So make sure now shortbow's a skill, so it should put a mark next to it,
It
right?
gave me one automatically.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Arrow goes flying, doesn't even come close.
Oh,
Actually, it's
Watch
probably
where
one.
you're shooting that
It's
thing.
actually probably one of those things where the like arrow starts to fall off the bow before you let go of it, and it goes like completely sideways.
Isn't there a demon table for
Demon table?
range?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it.
oh.
Do
Let's see
it.
what we got.
I thought I put a range fumble table. Here we go. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me, Belthus. I'll let you roll for it.
Got a 2.
Got a 2. You run out of arrows and must get more before you can use this weapon again.
Oh,
You only had one arrow for your bow.
Should have stocked up an outskirt. What a fool I am.
You go to reach for your arrows and you're like completely empty.
Fiddlesticks.
And
Enter.
Belthus turn. All right, this one that's badly damaged is going to go. He rolls a 1. That is. They start to do this like terrible cackle. So everyone within 10 meters, which is everyone, must make a will roll against fear.
Nope.
You gonna use your ability
I'm gonna
again?
nope that, yeah. She might be small, but she's not afraid.
pushing it.
Pushing it. Right.
Got
the
it.
push is successful.
Taking
Gonna say,
I guess,
some of you probably don't
taking
have
angry.
many options left when it comes to your conditions.
be angry that my raspberries isn't affecting this guy.
Looks like Geyer failed.
Yep.
Numeral, did you make that roll?
What roll?
Yeah, make a roll
yeah.
against a will roll against fear. Yeah.
I succeed.
Succeed. All right. So who were my failures? Geyer was the only one.
No, I
Okay.
failed, but I rerolled. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll a d8 and get a 4. So Geyer, you are pale. Your face turns white as a sheet, and you and all player characters within 10 meters and in sight of you become scared. I'm just gonna say you come scared. I'm not gonna do that. Players become scared within 10 feet of you.
Because we all just
Okay.
avoided the last fear effect.
Yeah, because you guys all got rid of the last fear effect. So you just have to, if you're already scared, you just have to pick another condition.
Yep. I'm just gonna. Okay. Where? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I gotta roll a die.
Oh, you're out of conditions?
Yep. Okay,
Eesh.
Uh-oh.
I'm losing will point.
Losing will points.
Yep.
All right, well, it is... Are you going to use your ability again for next initiative?
No.
Not going to use it this time? Okay.
Nope.
I'll shuffle these real quick. We'll deal. And... Connor, you're first up.
All right.
Now, real quick, before we dive into this, what happens when you hit 0 will points?
Then you start losing health points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if
So-
there was anything else. Yeah.
They pass out.
I look
Yeah.
over. I hear this. What was it? Like a screech, basically.
Yeah.
So I hear this harpy screech, and I see the duck start to lose his gumshoe. I look over at him, and I'm like, "Get it together, duck."
Whoa.
Battle cry.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Everybody within earshot.
Everybody within earshot can take a condition of their choice off of their sheet.
Wow. Okay.
Huzzah!
Yeah, that'll do me.
Nice. The badly damaged harpy rolls a 3 on its turn. The harpies throw rocks and other junk.
What?
Everyone within 10 meters. This is an
Program.
everyone attack. 10 meters is all of you. So basically, here's the deal. You can try to dodge. It's a D6 damage.
This is my last fast footwork, so I'm gonna take it.
Take it? Okay, so this D6, 3 points, Conry. There's a bunch of
I'm
junk
taking
at
it too.
Taking it 2, that's 5 points. Geyer.
Dang.
Don't forget that
fast
armor protects you from this, so if you guys can apply your soak from armor.
Okay.
What
I'm
was
gonna
that?
I'm gonna fast footwork this, so not taking anything.
Okay, I think you still have to make a evade roll, right? You may attempt to dodge, so you
Right.
still have to succeed
So-
on your evade roll when you spend this.
According to a random object generator, I got hit by an egg timer for 3 damage.
Nice.
I dodge it.
Yeah, you dodge it successfully. What about Belthus?
still have
Belthus is just gonna take it.
Yeah, just taking it.
I don't think the armor. Oh yeah, 3. You just plinks off your armor. Yep.
Can I evade still or no?
You can evade, but it'll take your turn.
Okay.
Oh Jesus!
I
When you succeed, yeah. So Tanumero dodges all these effects of all these things coming flying at her. Geyer, you're next up.
Okay. So, player is aware of this, but I don't think Geyer is, which I think it makes it even better. So, I'm going to roll a die here because I have no willpower left.
Mm-hmm.
And Geyer is still going to attempt to cast a spell without realizing what's going to happen to him.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna draw from
So
your.
this is going
from
to
your health.
pull power from his body to
Yep.
pay for this.
Oh.
So I roll first.
Ooh.
And I am conscious still with 6 willpower that has to be spent immediately.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it converts your health points to willpower points.
Basically, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Conry is playing the bagpipes, right?
Nope, he stopped. Remember, he did that
I did the
battle cry.
Okay.
Just to remove your condition.
Well, that works either way. So then we're going to pump this again, and I am going to go at whichever one of these looks like it's healthier.
Okay, that's this one above by Conry.
Please. Nope.
Oh.
As you watch as Conry tries to do that same thing again, puts his hand Conry, jeez. Tries to do it again in that same sort of pushing, and you see the little spark, and all of a sudden he's coughs up and looks down and at his hands, and he's coughed up blood, and he's like,
Oh no. Geyer's pushing himself hard to the limit. Unfortunately, Numeral dodged, so that was her turn. That brings us to Calcica.
I will shoot at them again because I can't reach them with my dagger.
It's frustrating when things are out of range, aren't
It
they?
really is.
Oh.
I
That
hit.
Is a hit. Were you aiming for the
Wait.
really damaged one?
No, I want the healthy one.
Other one? Okay. And you did 11 damage?
Yep.
All right. So as this one looks like it's getting ready to like fly back down towards Belthus, it starts to just dive, and then an arrow comes flying right through the side of its head. And it's just kind of spins and does this corkscrew and just deflects off of Belthus's shield and then lies on the ground motionless.
Nice shot.
That would have been its turn. Belthus, it's technically your turn next.
They're all up in the air, right?
That one's up in the air. There's only
And
one
you have
left,
no
and
arrow.
it's very badly
Can he
hurt.
take the arrow out of the head of the one that just fell at his foot?
It would take his action, but he could, yes. He'd have to shoot next round.
Yeah. I'll take my action to like kind of stick my boot on its head
Oh yeah, you pull a bloody arrow out of the harpy.
and turn.
All right, you now have an arrow. And at the end of the turn, that one that was badly injured, take and start just flying quickly off out of the tower and just into the distance.
Hopefully that's not the one with the key.
And flutters out. And I'm going to take you guys out of initiative order. because that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Dragonbane, Secret of the Dragon Emperor.